All right. We are live. Day number 3 of the Indonesian playoffs. We've seen some team goes homes, and now we have 4 left. RQ, Bigatron, Geek Fam, and Onic, Indonesia. Tonight, one of those teams is going home. We're going to see it in this very first match up front. Someone's going to go home. Someone's going to stay. It's definitely going to be some good matches overall, I feel like. If you're just coming in the stream, make sure you say hello, drop a comment, drop a like, all that good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Okay. Rigdarl Abdul Jr. I'll say hello when I want, okay? Yo, how bad is I need to figure I feel like my delay has gotten worse. I don't know. Let me check. I'm going to check on my phone real quick. Like, I feel like my delay has gotten worse, which is kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. This is not the beat, bro. This is not it. This is not it. Let's see how bad the delay is. God, it's like 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Whatever. This, bro, where's the hell? What's going on here? All right. Hi. Hello, everybody. You guys can hear me, right? Yes, you can. Cool. We still got like 30 minutes. How do you guys like the thumbnail? I spent the last like 20 minutes on that bad boy. I thought it's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. We got the little TV on there. I think it looks pretty clean, yo. That thing kind of cool. Your boy did pretty good. We did pretty good. Can I watch MPL Philippines? Is that on right now? Are there games going? I mean, we're definitely going to watch the playoffs for Indonesia tonight. It's the playoffs, bro. Just like we're going to watch the playoffs of Philippines. Playoffs of any region always prio. We always prio playoffs on this channel. You gotta prio the playoffs, guys. You know? Alright, let's share the stream. We still got like 30 minutes until the next games. Hold on. How's everybody doing today? I worked, so I got to work this morning. I made it on time, guys. I got a little bit of sleep, but I made it on time. We have this new guy at work, right? We just got done training him, and today was his first day on the floor. It was his first day solo on the floor. And boy, did I let that kid crash, bro. He crashed. But he learned, you know. But he was in the weeds, man. In restaurants, we call it being in the weeds. Being in the weeds is like you're really busy. It means it's like you're in the weeds. Like you can barely fucking move, you know. You're in the fucking jungle, you know. You're in the weeds. That's what we call it. And that dude was in the weeds today, bro. And he didn't even have that many tables. He was in the weeds. He also had like this really tough table. Some dude thought he could order 2 slices of smoked salmon, but we only do it by the side, which is pre-portioned, and he doesn't know the answers to some of these questions. He's brand new. But it was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of enjoying Is that wrong of me? I was kind of enjoying watching him just burn. I told him after, I was like, I'm just gonna let you know, like, we kind of let you crash on purpose so that you could, like, because you gotta just learn, you know? You gotta learn. You don't know how I survive? I got a solid 4-hour nap in today. 3 hours. When I got home early around like 2, I passed out till about maybe 2:30. Maybe I ended up passing out around 2:30. Woke up at like 5:30, 6. So that's how we're doing it tonight. We got a little bit of sleep in, you know? And I take naps during the day. That's the answer, guys. That's the answer to life's problems. Day naps. Day naps. Was I cranky yesterday? I wasn't cranky. I had like just woken up yesterday, so I was still like, which I almost feel like I don't know. It's probably better for me to like make sure I'm up at least an hour or two before my stream starts. Okay. Let's get rid of this.
Purchase your tracks today.
Now we're going to post a story real quick on Instagram. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. It is highly appreciated. It's very, very appreciated. I'll freaking love you long time, you know? I'll love you long time. Just hit the like button. All right, we got the thumbnail on on Discord. Now we download it from Discord. We bring it onto the phone. We post it onto Instagram with the story. God, I'm really vibing with that thumbnail, guys.
Purchase your tracks today.
Done. All right, we're live. Or are we? Well, we've been live. Ha. Ha. You know, how much longer till we start? What do we got, like? Let's share the stream on Discord. Copy. Copy.
Purchase your tracks today.
ID playoffs. Hello, Bang. Hello, Bang. Bro, that reverse sweep, though. Why did I leave? Why did I turn off my stream, guys? Why did you guys let me do that? I ended up watching the whole thing anyways from the couch or whatever, but still, like, why'd you guys let me do that, bro? And then I tuned into bro, BTR also took 2 games off Onic, brought it to game 5? Brought it to game 5? Holy crap. It's a crazy world, man. Brought it to game 5, bro. That's bonkers. That's pure bonkers. We are going to be doing a meme competition, guys, so get your screenshots. You know what I'm saying? Top 3 meme submissions will win an epic skin. I got like 24,000 diamonds last month from Moonton, and I got to try to get rid of them. And I don't really play enough to use them myself, so we're going to try to, and I don't really want to give them to you guys for free because, you know, you got to make you guys work for them a little bit. Make something fun, give some competition to the people. So there's going to be a meme competition over the next week. All you got to do, submit the memes into the meme submission channel in the Discord. The meme has to feature, I have to be in it. That's the only catch. That's the only kicker. We will vote on them the Friday after the submission due date. Someone was telling me my Discord link wasn't working, and in the description, so there we go. Hopefully that works now. Grand Final RQ Onic? That's boring, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Do we think RQ's gonna have Lemon in the lineup again? What's the plan? What's the dealio? That's wrong. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna after last night's games, watching. I mean, the fact that both series went all the way to 5, anything could happen right now with these 4 teams. Anything. Onic could have lost that game. I'm not saying they. I'm just saying like they could have lost that last game, man. It could have happened. They could have got sent to the lower bracket last night. I'm just saying like the games. It's crazy. Farewell BTR. I don't know, bro. Geek showed up though, bro. Marky, aka the solution. Hold on, is that LaFell? Guys. That's LaFell right there. You guys see the casters? You guys see the caster desk today? LaFell and Wolfie. Old Mr. Wolf. Captain Wolf. Ocho, what is it? Ocho Barbero? No, Ocho. Ocho Habea. All I saw was, shut up, Ritz. When you're in other people's chats, do you talk about me like that? I swear to God if you don't. Ocho Gahaba. The Geek Shadow Analyst? Yes, we were talking about it last night. We found him. We saw him in the room. We could recognize that ear and those glasses from anywhere. Oh, yeah. We're on to him. Who is my favorite MLBB player? Sorry, Juan Pro. My favorite MLBB player. Ooh, probably Benny Cutie. I think Benny Cutie is my favorite player of all time. He's one of my favorites right now. Benny Cutie's up there. He's one of my favorites right now, for sure. Benny! Benny! Benny and the Jets! Living bombs! Ocho Gahaba supremacy! You thought it was Moba Zane? Lol. No, I like Moba Zane, but he's not my favorite player of all time, bro. Nah. Nah. Don't get me wrong, like, I mess with Moba Zane. I even and I don't even like Moba Zane just as a player, but I enjoy him as a person too. Like, I've never had a bad interaction with Zane. I did watch Game 4 and Game 5, just not on stream. I'm sorry. Bro, we all thought it was over, okay? No one thought it was going to be a reverse sweep. If someone could come back from tie and say it's going to go to Game 5 and not tell me who won, I would have stayed up and watched it all. But also, my baby dino woke up and stuff like that, so it was a whole ordeal. I definitely didn't expect BTR to go to Game 5 with Onic. I definitely didn't expect that. I'll tell you that much. Let's put the poll out, boys. It's time for the poll. Start a poll. Wolf and LaFell are casting, yes, bro. That's pretty crazy, huh? That's pretty nuts. That's pretty bonkers. Bro, and you have Arashi and Mirko on the desk too. And like we all know Mirko's a BTR fan. We all know Arashi is a RQ fan. So it's definitely a fun one. You think BTR has? I don't know. Yeah, man. I got a feeling RQ's not going to M5, guys. I just have this gut feeling. I got a feeling RQ's not going to M5. Okay, I hate to say it to all my RQ fans out there. I just got this feeling they're not going to get to top 2 here. It's either going to be BTR or Geek. Something's just telling me. Something's, you know, that's just what I'm feeling right now. Bro, Markey on the Claude was vicious. Especially what was even crazier is like you could hear Arashi and Gani and Mirko, they were talking about how like Claude has like fallen off at least when it comes to like he wasn't really showing up. Claude wasn't showing up a whole lot towards the second half of the season in MPL Indonesia. And and they were kind of like wondering like, how's it gonna fare? That man showed up on the Claude. $15 minutes. 15 minutes. Did you have a nap today? Well, you need one. The fact that the kid's just like, yo, hey, yo, you have a nap today? Because you need one. I don't know if they're gonna do it. I don't know if they're gonna pull it off. I don't know if RQ is gonna pull it off. I was like, Ritz, I was like, who's texting me, yo? Who just texted me? I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look who it is. Look, uh, 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 Imagine no Todak, no Black, no RQ, no BTK and M5, also no Falcon. It's a different game, boys. It's a different year. How's Black doing right now? How's Blacklist doing right now? Where's my Liquipedia at? Where's my Liquipedia at? I always keep a Liquipedia tab open, boys and girls. It's an important part of business. Just know that. What's the standings right now over there? Regular season. Echo's number 1, obviously. AP Bren number 2. Okay. RSG Philippines number 3. There it is, boys! Why are they always... Bro. Listen, man. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it now, boys. All right? M5. 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 Philippine representatives. Echo RSG. There it is, boys and girls. Your M5 representatives for Philippines. Echo RSG. Those are just my. I'm just a RSG fan, RSG Echo fan. So, what happened to Onic, bro? They came in really. I feel like they came in really pretty strong this season. Like they were taking games off good teams. I guess they didn't come in that strong, huh? They were still losing a lot. They beat Black 2-0. They took a game off RSG on week 1. They beat RSG week 4. Ritz, you left your phone in the Uber? Oh my God. Did I get permission to stream MPLPH games too? I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, I did last season. This season I got permission for ID, but I don't know. No one's ever told me to stop, so. But also, like, I feel like I don't know. I hate to I don't want to sound like I'm tooting my horn, but just because I am a caster, like I feel like at first they're like, wait, why is this person? And then they're like, oh, it's Trex. He's the NA caster. He's good. You know, it's a little. I'm not just like. And they're not like super. I don't think they are super like about that stuff. Anyways, Facebook. If you stream on Facebook, you definitely need to watch out for that shit. Even if you have permission, you need to watch out for that shit. You can get copyrighted on it. But YouTube, you're pretty good. I don't know how Twitch is because I don't stream on Twitch. Yeah, 30 minutes late, bro. Bro, Ken. Hey, guys, don't forget, Ritz owes me $1, bro. Ritz still owes me $1. I still haven't seen that dollar yet. Prediction? Ooh, prediction. I don't know, man. It's tough for me to predict Indo right now. My like I said, my predictions. I don't think RQ is gonna make it to the grand finals. They might beat BTR though. They'll. I think they are the favorite against BTR, but I don't think they're the favorite as much as some might look at it, man. I think maybe they're like maybe it's like 60-40. And Quirky, what's up, bro? BTR Geek, oh, you mean which one of them do I think is going to make it? I want to see them face each. That's the thing. I really want to I really want to see BTR and Geek face each other because we've seen we've seen Geek play RQ. We're about to see Geek play Onic. We've seen BTR play Onic. We're about to see them play RQ. So we haven't got and we know and both teams BTR took 2 games off of Onic. And Geek beat RQ. So I feel like they're somewhere around the same, I want to say. I want to see that, but we'll see. That's why I kind of want BTR to win this. Nice, Quirky. Going to be streaming soon. I like it. I like it. I like it. Imagine Geek sends Onic to lowers. Bro. That's, I hate to say it, but that's the type of shit I want to see, honestly. I hope we get some stuff like that, man. What did BTR place last season? Let's see. This is why you keep Liquipedia open, boys. Honestly, guys, me keeping Liquipedia open during chats all the time has helped me learn so much it makes my knowledge grow so much deeper on just Mobile Legends and MPL globally, because whenever questions like this pop up, I'm always just like boom, 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 boom. And then when I'm talking to other guys, I'm talking to NA casters or people like that, I'm like, yeah, what's their name? Beat them this season or da-da-da-da, place this. Just because I'm able to kind of store that stuff. No, I need season 11. Where's season 11? MPL season 11. Indonesia. Whoops. God damn it, guys. You're really fucking me up. We'll just click on Bigatron Alpha and it'll tell us. Wait, so right now we're in season 11? Where the hell's season 11 at? BTR eliminated day 1 against Alter Ego. I remember that. You look like I look like I'm wearing makeup, bro? So what if I am? I'm not. Just good lighting. You know, I washed my skin today. That's all. I also shaved. That could be why I shaved. I look like a 12-year-old again. Ritz fucking loves it. She loves when I shave like this. See, look what she just said. He just has nice skin. That lined up so perfectly. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm sorry. We're in season 12 right now. So season 11, they got eliminated first round. Are we almost there yet, bro? 4.5 minutes. I can only ramble like this for so long, guys, with nothing. Bro, the epic battle. It was definitely an epic battle. All right. 3.5 minutes. La da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D.R.E. Snoop Dogg. Bro, I've been listening to some freaking. The past 2 days, I've been listening to some to some old Lil Wayne, like Dedication 2, Drought 3, Drought 2, like Sky is the Limit, some of that stuff. I like my seats down low and my window slightly cracked. I like my bad, baby, and I'm running in the back. I like to get real high and I never look back. Like some of that stuff. And I just forgot how freaking hard he went. Like, the man was a monster, bro. His ambitions as a rioter song? Money, 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 get a dollar in it. Weezy make me that crack. Fucker get a bitch. Got money out the ass, no homo, but I'm rich. About to go get surgery and put some diamonds in my wrist. I'm a motherfucking trip. I'm a trip to Japan to buy some brand new shit. 900 to a grand, get you 28 grams. If you talking about bricks, I'm the interstate man. Them homies say, damn, it don't say a damn thing. Boy, I bet that shotty make you bounce like a bed spring. Walking a thin line, gotta defend my end with no pen. I'm sorta like a bomb, boom. Young 2 men is what the people call me. 50,000 for the cause, trying to keep the reaper off me. I drink a lot of syrup, people say I'm sleep talking. Big money for the grill, so I'm never cheap talking. Keep talking and the flame leap off me, and just to keep sparking, nap, nap, sleep softly. And you looking like a bargain. Bro, the man was a monster. I really wish we could just have music sessions. I wish I could just stream music. I wish we could just vibe to music for like 20 minutes of stream. What I would do to be able to do that, guys. If we could just listen to music for like a half an hour every stream. Oh. Oh. We own this. Bro, I didn't Ah! Go back! How do I go back? Bro, Ken, why are you such a RQ fan, bro? Why do you hate BTR so much? What did they do to you? Show us where the robots touched you, bro. Show us where the robots touched you, bro. Tell us. Yeah, bro. Stop all the caps, bro. You're scaring us. Where did they hurt? When did they hurt you, bro? What did they do to you, bro? Cheated against NA and ISF. Oh, yeah. I remember that, actually. Never mind. You're right. Forget BTR. You're right. I remember now. Oh, my God. I forgot about that. I demand a redraft. Carry on. It's 1:30 a.m. on East Coast. On West Coast, it's 10:30. So like for Ritz right now, it's 10:30 p.m. For me, it's 1:30 a.m. For Central, it's 12:30, something like that. If you're on Mountain Time, it's like 2:30. I don't know. There's like fucking a lot of weird stuff in America. A lot of different time zones here, you know. Bro, they just guys, they extended the time on me. Let's fast forward a little bit. Why are they doing this to me, man? Why are they doing this? They should know I only have so much time to watch throughout the night. Like, they have to understand that, right? Is Chicken gonna stream tonight? I need him to take a break, bro. He's taking all the viewers. It's hard to stream when Chicken's on, bro. He had like 1,000 viewers last night. I already got to deal with freaking all the Indo and Filipino streamers. Cut me some slack, bro. Cut me some slack, bro. Bro, don't talk about that, bro. Don't tell him that. Abdul, chill out, bro. You can't let him know my secrets. Guys, if you could be a vampire and live forever, would you do it? Or let's just say if you could be, would you be immortal if you could? Would you live forever? Watch everyone around you die, but you get to live forever. No? No? I would. I would definitely. Yes. I would do it even if I had to be a vampire. Even if I could only go out at night. I had to live in a coffin. I'd probably do it. Having all the time in the world sounds nice, you know? It does. The Colons? Bro, don't try. I'm not related to the Colons, bro. I'm not related to those lame-ass vampires. I chill out with Lestat. I'm hanging with Lestat and the boys. Louis. Louis and Lestat. That's my crew. If you don't know who Lestat is, then you don't know nothing about vampires. Ikel, what's up, bro? Welcome. The one and only. The man, the myth, the legend, the Clipper. Do you guys know who Lestat is? In a sense of vampires? Do you? How many people here know who Lestat is? Probably none of you, because you're all children. Even if I was a kid, I would know who. Even when I was a kid, I knew who Lestat was, because I just, you know, I was cultured. If Onic wins, it'll be Ling. If Onic wins, it will be Ling. No idea about other teams. What do you mean? I'm confused. Oh, hero skin. M5 hero skin prediction. Well, we know that our Dragon Boy is getting the M5 hero skin. The champion skin, we'll see. If Onic wins, it could be a lot of assets. It could be Hayabusa, it could be Ling, it could be Fanny. Definitely could be any of them. All right, here we go. Bro, I don't like this opening. These statues scare me, guys. I don't like this that much. Bro. Welcome back to the Mobile Legends Indonesian Playoffs. ZMPL Season 12, Day 3, Match 5, RQ up against BTR. One of these teams will go home today. Here we go. We are powered by Moonton, sponsored by Samsung Galaxy. Official sponsor, Head & Shoulders, official mobile internet partner, Telkomsel, an official gold partner, BS Gold.
The kingdom is
back over to you guys.
By the red Terminators now looking to claim top 3. In the lower brackets, we go for match number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
It's Ocho Gahaba!
Playoffs, day number 3. It's been 2 days already. Doesn't feel like it, but it's me, Mirko, who's going to be accompanying you for the entirety of the day. But for our first match, it's Connie as our play-by-play, and we also have a special, very special guest.
Who is it? Who could it be?
How are you doing, Wolf?
Doing
Why are you
fine.
here?
Because I've
Why are you
heard
here?
that there's a lot of good stuff that's happening here in Indonesia, and now I'm here to also defend myself because you always talk about me here. Now,
What do you mean?
now I have a way to defend myself. But of course, I love Jakarta, dude. I love Indonesia, and I love watching MPL Indonesia too.
Yeah, I mean, he's been watching a whole lot of MPL Indonesia, even the regular season, restreaming it. Connie, how are you feeling, though, about the match today that we have? We don't have Arashi here. He's somewhere in the crowd.
I mean,
Barbero.
Wolf, after day 1
Senior Barbero, Master Ocho Gahaba, Analyst Wolf
very intense. One team
in the
will
house.
go home, and let's see, has it unraveled here in front of our eyes?
Well, man, Season 12, like you mentioned, Day 1, Day 2 was so intense, so fun, because MP Indonesia Season 12 is just absolutely phenomenal. It is also powered by Moonton.
Arashi Hoshi in the crowd.
Samsung Galaxy, our official gaming phone, official sponsor, Head & Shoulders, official mobile internet partner, Telkomsel, and our official gold partner, UBS Gold, with obviously our partners in esports, Blee, Dunia Game, Grab, OVO, and YouTube. If you're watching online, you guys can catch us on our official broadcast, Max Stream, TVRI Sports, and Video. Our suppliers, Indomart, Point Coffee, Mineski, and Samsung, and obviously supported by PBESI. Now back to the game, back to the match. RRQ, 2-0 lead against Geek Fam just yesterday, and then reverse sweep.
Reverse
Same
sweep,
goals
boys.
For BTR versus Onic. Not a reverse sweep, but 3-2. Both games, both matches went all the way.
It was fun 10 games yesterday. Mirko and I had the honor to cast over it. But again, you're right. RRQ, they were ahead 2-0. The super sub came in, and then suddenly it's 3-2. Again, after a huge blow yesterday.
Who's my favorite
do they
caster to
bounce back?
work with?
Is a real question here. Same with Bigatron.
What do you mean, like on a desk? Who's my favorite caster to cast with?
Favorite the side of the yellow porcupines, but again, after that huge loss, they need to reset. They need to mentally, physically as well, and going up against this huge match here, it is going to be a very scary match.
Yeah. Well, I think that you're not surprised, Mirko, right? Because you kind of predicted what would have happened. I think the BTR series was definitely a surprise for me.
I actually haven't been on a desk with LaFell.
For sure, we were expecting it will be one-sided towards Onic. I personally think that
I don't think I have.
Should be the ones that will be taking it very easily. But because of the cheese strats that we saw from BTR, they made it to game number 5. Hey, what about this? I mean, I'm not an expert on the lore.
Naisu's always a
that's
pleasure to
happening
work
here in
with.
Indonesia, but this one thing is what really surprised me. It is true that Bin actually is an all-timer.
Absolutely.
I've gotten to be on a desk
He
with
is an all-timer.
Naisu several times.
Right? It's RRQ, the team, and then Vin.
When it came to a duo
RRQ
desk,
versus Bigatron,
honestly,
the history is about to happen.
the best
here.
duo
It's gonna
desk
be
I've probably
us
ever had was
rewriting
with
history
Quirky.
one way or
Was with
another.
Coach
It doesn't
Decker.
matter who wins. One of these
Probably the
teams
best duo
or
desk I
player
ever
will
ran
not make
with
it
somebody.
to their 5th M5. As you can see, for RRQ and Vin, those were the list of achievements. M1 runner-up, M2, M3, and then M4 all participating. Unfortunately, in Malaysia, we also have an all-timer, Todak, Chiku, and Moon. Unfortunately, they were knocked out in the second day of MPL Malaysia playoffs, so it all lies on them now. And even if they make it past this stage, they might not make it even. They're still going to have to go up against either Geek or Onic in the lower bracket finals.
I mean, the state of MLBB.
Bro, trust me, I hated the fact that we didn't have best of 5s.
Gameplay, it seems like, and you're right. RRQ Bigatron, who will prevail in this best of 5 format, ladies and gentlemen? And it seems like here in the locker room, Bigatron, they're focused, very calm, very composed, but very, very focused.
I was actually, listen, I was like in my, like a few nights ago, I was in my bed thinking about it and it was frustrating me. I was just like thinking about it, I was like, bro, the fact that we didn't have best of 5s is fun. Like I was like,
we saw the way that they played the Hilda.
I was dwelling
they
on
even
it.
have this, Cecilia.
Like a week
And that's
after,
also
a week
kinda
or two
true for
after it.
RRQ. They have this demon lineup that did not play in the regular season. Then eventually they have what, Edith in the Lemon holding the Edith, like position 4 Edith. They also have They also have a Sicilian, which tells us that playoffs.
I would have
is
rather
always
had no
different
double
in the regular
eliminations
season.
and done best of
BTR going up
5s.
against RQ,
And
I
just done a
heard
singular
that this
bracket,
is
all
like
best of 5s, then have a...
difficult matchup for
Very.
BTR. Because they have not won how many times?
The history is from season 6
No,
to
that wouldn't
season
have worked.
11. It was an 11-match
That would've been
win
bad.
streak that
But either
RRQ
way.
hold against BTR. But then they cracked it in season 11, leg number 2. But that's
Okay.
it. After that, it's another loss streak that is building up to be as big
Would've only
as the
been 3 games
previous
if we did
one.
that.
But before that, man, we have a lot of legends here in Indonesia, and the M Series 5th anniversary is an awards event that is going to be celebrating the best of the best, the cream of the crop for players, and get ready for all of you guys to support your players and vote for your favorite players on November 4th. Very easy. Just follow it up later. There's also an M5 booth outside if you guys want to come and visit the venue, like these guys right here. But yeah, Wolf, bad history for BTR for this matchup.
So around 2 years, Bigatron fails to grab a match against RRQ around 2 years, if I'm not. Man, that is a huge blow. And if they lose again, yeah, the lose streak will build again.
Yeah.
BTR.
Well, this time, though, they have Coach Aldo.
BTR can do
So
this.
that is totally different. If somebody knows how to defeat RRQ as a franchise, that guy knows it.
You know who else has a better way to beating RRQ?
Tell us.
Their ex-captain, Vin, who is helping, even though he's not playing on stage with BTR Alpha, but an ex-player of a team who he led before. He knows how the inner workings are
They
in
have the answers.
RRQ, and he should be able to give
They have the
Bigatron
solution.
Alpha proper insights as to how to beat them, and especially here, when Bigatron Alpha, I think their main weakness, the reason they always have a loss streak building up against the big teams, Onic, RRQ, the champions, is because they get halted by the name buff. RRQ and Onic, such an intimidating force, and Bigatron Alpha have not been able to really climb out of that, to step out of that hurdle.
Now, one thing I also want to say about RRQ, now that we are talking about the two teams, is RRQ made a very interesting decision to go for Burmese players and a Burmese coach, a Burmese player and a Burmese
Okay,
coach,
here we go.
which I feel is one
Starting
of the
lineup.
biggest pickups
Let's
of the
see.
off-season. They also got Diren, which I also like, explain. So I think they're in a good track.
Lemon, Skylar, no Clay.
This is still the Demon lineup. Even after the reverse sweep loss yesterday, the Kingdom has deployed the Demons. They've made a contract, a special one, with the Devil to try to win against the Red Terminators, who will still be utilizing their best lineup. It isn't Vin, it is Key
Bro,
in the roam.
Ken,
They're looking strong. They're
why do you hate
ferocious,
BTR so
taking
much, bro? They're your
favorites
people.
to
They're
a
the supers.
4-5 game.
You're a super, bro.
Let's see how this plays out.
You're a super just like them.
Still with the Demon lineup, will they crack the Alpha system? The Kingdom's
The BTR,
welcome.
the
Look,
BTR,
dispatch the Terminator
ever since
team.
Echo started with the
Let's
varsities, now
welcome
other teams are
onto
doing it. And the
stage.
the
It's
BTR
the
varsities are
Red
pretty clean.
Terminators, Bigatron Alpha. And on the other side, it is the Kings of Kings. Everyone, every eyes are on them. Let's welcome RRQ.
Lemon's
These
not
two
a bad
teams
mid,
have a lot
bro.
of history.
Lemon won some of those
RRQ
games for them,
having
bro.
A big, much bigger win percentage. But like you said, Wolf, these are the coaches that will try to lead the strategic play style. Aldo and Fala for Bigatron Alpha. It's Zaya and Rave.
Ken, those are your people, bro. It's a bunch of
Both
supers.
have international experience on their belt.
Super
That's
Ken,
gonna be
Super
on their side, of
Chorizo.
course. One thing that I want to say about
Can't
Zaya
betray
is
your,
that
your
he's
squad,
very
bro.
good at drafting,
You're a
specifically
super.
about
You're part of the
draft
super
positions.
squad,
And this
Ken.
is like a high level of way of looking at drafts. Like
You gotta
what
rock
hero
with 'em,
you
bro.
pick in a specific slot. So that's your
Blood in, blood out, bro.
thing. I was definitely impressed when I saw Zaya when he was coaching back in MSC. Remember, this was MSC of last year, not this year.
2022.
2022, not when they were playing for Falcon. And now when he was coaching for the national team during Southeast Asian Games, I'm then
Those are your
also
people,
impressed
bro.
by the way that he drafts.
You
And now,
chose to be a
all
super.
throughout MPL Indonesia, he is actually, it's one of the top ones, right?
For sure, man. I mean, we can definitely see it from the consistency of RQ in the regular season here in the most picked and
What's is
banned
interesting, they have
heroes
very
for
different
these
picks,
two
bro.
Coaches, Zaya and Aldo. Anything noteworthy here in the most picks, most bans, or even most banned by opponents?
Ooh, most picked. I'm
Like,
actually surprised
very
that Onic is
opposite.
not
It's
on
pretty
top
crazy.
when
Yeah.
it comes to like RRQ, the way that they prioritized that yesterday in their bracket against Geek Fam. But BTR, of course, the Paquito, that's one thing that you have to take note as well as the Edith.
I think on top of that, Gani, we are seeing that Aldo has also changed so much in this draft from the regular season to playoffs.
It's a very interesting approach. As you all know, even not just by these two teams, Akai has risen to its very popular because of the neutral objective contest. Even now, the heavy
I think we're going for BTR, bro.
Not just for
Just
the
to tilt
contest,
Ken.
It's actually for pinning. It's actually used for a crowd control.
I don't know.
effects.
I think
Again,
RQ definitely has the better odds, I feel
seeing
like.
this
but we'll see.
data, though, red side and blue side, it actually favored.
We'll take it draft by draft.
Oh. would assume that because of the losing streak of BTR, which is very, very uncharacteristic. Because I remember when we were streaming MPL Indonesia the first week, it was actually BTR atop as well as RRQ. We were impressed by RRQ and more so impressed by BTR because they not only win against teams, they actually destroy their opposition. And there was one time when they started losing, it kind of feels like it always comes in waves for BTR. If they're on a win streak, they look strong. But the moment that they lose, it's like their momentum just dips. And right now, I would say that even after their loss against Onic, I think they're still in a good stride, you know? Because it's still 5 games against the best team in the regular season.
Maybe even the world right now, right? Past the SPS and MSC. So
That's
yeah,
right.
I think most
Hero
analysts
pool, like,
predicted
I don't know though, but like
3-0,
honestly,
3-1
like
at
having
maximum, right?
a
Taking 2 games
super
has
deep,
got
like
to be
having
very
a
good,
wider
morale
range
boost
of
for
picks
the
doesn't
team.
always
Big John Alpha, who
isn't
again
always like a
is
plus.
known
Sometimes it means
to,
you get a little too
I would
crazy,
say,
you
choke
know.
against the big teams, against Onic, against RQ.
Like it's
especially,
good to
that
have a
name
deep
buff
hero
gets
pool,
to
but
them,
also
and
like
it
it
halts
doesn't.
them
I don't
real
think it's
hard.
always like
Was
something that shows
a
you're a better
danger.
team.
Bigger throw is such-
Like
Oh,
at least
you're
when
right.
it gets to a certain
The
extent, like
nickname
if you're literally only ever picking 10 heroes, then yeah, there's a problem. If you're like sitting around the 20 range when every other team is around the 40 range, there's a problem. But like I think once you get to like the 40,
We said
50
that the
range,
team's
like
mental is indeed steel. That's what we saw from the first 2 games when they went up against Geek Fam. Even after losing the economy in the early stage, they still managed to win it. Then retribution isn't everything. Communication is the key. This is very important. When looking at a team fight around the Lord area, you need to win that team fight. The Lord is just a trap. To think about it. And then, of course, pay attention to the composition and don't rely on whatever Lemon wants. Wow. So is there a lore behind this? Is Lemon like in charge of the draft then? Is that something that's unique to MPL Indonesia?
Looking at the interview or hearing the interview yesterday from
Okay.
VL, the ex-coach who was in the audience, he
wow.
said that Lemon, whatever he wants to play, sometimes the team just has to swerve, has to change their play style to whatever he wants to be picking up. The
Okay.
Sicilian yesterday, maybe even the Edith, right?
All right. But if you're looking at BTR, you have to play dynamically, and that's what we saw from when they played against Onic, which is great. So at least they are on the right track. You need to find passive-aggressive balance point for the marksman, right? And then, of course, trust and execute connection for every initiation. The reason why BTR was winning in the first weeks of MPL Indonesia is because of their connection with their initiation. They were so good at it. Don't be fooled by the name buff. Consider the king as nothing. Everybody is even in the playoffs. No matter who you face, you can defeat. That is what BTR needs to think about right now.
And they are the teams that proved that. Everybody said, again, 3-0 Onic. I can't say this enough, I can't repeat it enough, because it's still unreal, uncanny. The fact that Onic, of all teams, were taken to a full best of 5 and a competitive one at that. It wasn't just like a stomp and a lucky comeback 2 games. It wasn't a fluke. They proved that yesterday. So they've proven that they have they found a solution to the name buff problem.
And to add to that, right?
Lemon probably just doesn't want to
it
leave.
was
Like there's no
out of
reason
the
for him
win
to leave.
against his former team.
Right.
Like
The story almost.
and probably like even when there was the time when he was never like when he wasn't on the main 5. You know, he was like, I'm cool with just not, like, I don't need to play this season. Like, he's been around so long.
Down to this. RRQ, BTR, do or die. And again, back to your points at the Zaya statement, I wanted to add that, yeah, Zaya, very evident his impact, his presence, going in a such.
Like, I remember when I was just when I was just streaming Mobile Legends, and I wasn't super big into like competitive play. But I was just streaming it, and like I would play Kagura, and people would be like, "Yo, look up Lemon's Kagura," like things like that.
There are a lot of teams, even outside of Indonesia, that mess up their draft because they want to follow someone and his own preference. That should not be the case. Now I'm not entirely sure.
Why
how
not make
strong
your own pro
Zai's
MLBB
personality
team?
is, but now,
Because I don't have
nothing else
50
matters.
grand or
He
100
has
grand
control
to
of the draft. He
salary
has to be
players for a
the
year.
captain of the ship when it comes to drafting. And Lemon, you should just use his strengths for sure. Surely that Edith looked funky. It may work. Like Sicilian, of course, is very off meta.
And if
but
I'm gonna start a
works
team in
in
MA,
theory.
I'm gonna do it
But
the
if
right way,
does
bro.
not give you the victory,
Players are
it
signing
slows
contracts,
down your
man.
team so much
We're not
that
getting
they're
down
not
with
picking.
none of that
Choose another
switching
hero.
around
There's a lot of
bullshit.
heroes that Lemon can play. And I'm sure that
You're
from
locked
a-
in.
from a Filipino viewer perspective, Lemon can play almost anything, right?
Well, he has played almost everything here, right? In MPO Indonesia, he's played the gold lane, he's played the mid lane, and even the XP lane last season, getting a title for it too. First team XP laner against all the competitors, against all odds. It was against Boots, against a very prime Psychots. But now it's time for RRQ and Bigatron Alpha to get into the draft of game number 1. Elimination match.
All right, let's go.
Who's here, you're done for in the playoffs.
Game number 1.
Going to go.
Let's pump up.
To top 3.
Okay, so Aldo picking a page from Geek Fam's book. Ban both Baksha and Fredrin, you're A-okay. But looking at Zaya and the Matilda, and you know, here's one thing that you should notice.
We got to stretch.
Matilda is banned. There's an automatic answer of an Angela ban. Right? So that you can expect that from Aldo because you don't want to give the first pick Angela unless, of course, you're prepared for it. There it is.
And there you go. The response, right? The natural response.
Edith is open.
Edith is open. What else is open here? Perhaps RRQ want to explore Terizla first pick, but now
Valentina.
Whoa.
I like it. It's a deny pick, right? We saw that. Well, what gave Onic so many
Angela's
problems
been meta,
yesterday
yeah.
was
Jake
Moreno.
Ballion.
This guy is such a shadow
past,
carry.
like,
And I think for
few months.
Bigatron Alpha, they're kind of taking a little bit of a Geek Fam route to this. They know how Geek Fam were able to kind of outdraft RRQ. You watched that match too.
Earthel and Fanny are both open.
The Baksha, the Fredrin, taking away heroes from Fairsick.
Terizla still open.
Onto RRQ.
The reason why you know the success
Earthel
was there
Terizla.
for RRQ was because of Firsick and the way that he plays.
I feel like that's a
because
solid up
he-
front.
he
Earthel
doesn't only
Terizla up
know
front.
how to play the hero, he knows the rotation that you have
Or
to play around it.
Kadita.
Earthel is going to be picked up by Aldo, as well as the Kadita.
Kadita's solid.
Actually, this Valentina is such a surprise to me. But then again, if you think about Lemon and him knowing all of the heroes, it kind of makes sense. You know, playing the Valentina allows you to be that explosive with a hero.
And with that, right, I expected the Erythel, sure, but I did not see Kadita. I thought it's going to be Novaria as well, right? We trade a Valentina and Novaria, though Kadita, it has more depth. Rome,
Bruno Edith, Bruno Kaja.
Ability here to give to Aldo to play around with.
Speaking on that creativity, right, of Lemon on the Valentina, here's a fun fact. RQ's international trophy, only Lemon and Zin has remained as active players from the RQ lineup when they won MPLI for Nation Cup. That's the first MPLI, if you guys don't remember, but it's 2. Maybe just 1 signature pick, the Claude. The Akai has been a signature for Fairsick, but he did lose just yesterday on it. The Claude, though, however, we saw that when Marquis picked this up, this was a legitimate good matchup against the Irisdal. When in a meta where we were kind of struggling to find good heroes.
I don't care, like, you know, I don't.
The hero that comes to
I don't really care what anyone says. Like, I still kind of stick with this. I feel
feel
like Claude. I will continue to say, like, I don't think Claude like heavily beats any other gold laner in lane. But also, he doesn't really lose to any other gold laner in lane. Like,
if you have a +1, if you have a roamer there, now you have a shot. But
like, I think
the late
when it
game,
comes to like laning phase,
against the Irithel,
mainly just because of his mobility,
against
he can get in and out, he can clear wave, he can do what he needs to, he has good escapability.
I think that
Like, I'm not saying like he's always a good pick, but when it just comes to gold laners, when it just comes to the 1v1 matchup in gold lane, like,
you know.
Okay, very sensible, but yeah, you're right. Claude will have more DPS against Irithel in that late game, and they set the Akai pick from the start, right? That's
Kajaban? Do they pick, bro? If Fanny, well, do they want to pick the Fanny against an Akai though? And against a Claude, Claude can move around, has a lot of escapability. BTR gets first pick.
More heroes.
They ban Franco here, maybe?
I think that might be the good.
If they ban Franco, they could
option
definitely
to
be
go
looking for a
And
Fanny
again,
pick.
For Bigatron
But
Alpha, it's very rarely that we get to see a Super Can last pick. The fact that they have saved his pick all the way to the last. Last time we saw this, it was a Fanny Cheese pick. There was a Ling as well back in the regular season. And that's why the Kaja pick is very intimidating. They instantly go for the Joy Band. They know something's up. Something's not right.
Kasuta, bro! Haven't seen this guy in ages, bro. They're going for the Fanny pick. What did I just say? Franco ban. If they ban out the Franco, they get first pick. They're going to lock in the Fanny here.
Lancelot will be the next ban here from RQ because you don't want to give a
Or RQ bans out the Fanny here.
lineup that can
Also
easily
possible.
get to the late game. That is going to be the
Saber the
greatest that
Unchained,
allows
how's it going,
them to
man?
Get into that late game. Now, interestingly, Aldo did not ban the Rafaela, even when it's one of those heroes that can be good with the Claude.
Miss
So
you, bro.
are we
Miss you too,
going
bro.
to expect the Rafaela be picked up 4th year for BTR?
Heck, I might even say that Bigatron Alpha can pick it up for themselves, right? The Kadira pick is still a flex pick, and yeah, that Lancelot surely will be taking away a good answer to the Akai that we've seen, again, from day number 2. We saw it from Onic, and we also saw it from Geek Fam. It's not going to be the Rafaela, though. They go for an aggressive choice against 2 heroes, the Claude, the Valentina, who can go Purify, and a hero with a built-in Purify. What's the logic behind this, Wolf?
Darren
Well,
Turizla.
they wanted to take it away. Number 1, they want to take it away from Naomi. Number 2, they want more vision to go. Look at their composition. They want to go for the dive. Even when there's this Claude, usually you go for a dive comp against something like an Ixia, right? That sits in the back lines. So what they wanted to do is to have many sources of CC so that the Claude will be
Thank
forced
you,
to purify,
Kasuta.
but they still have a follow-up.
We've been working on it for a long time.
And what I really like about the draft from Bigatron
Bro,
is
can we talk about how Khalid is
right?
back,
With the jump,
baby?
with the Kadira, you
Khalid's
can't
getting
really
picked
check now.
in playoffs?
It's very hard because of the pick off from the side of
What a life, what a world we live in right now. Trex is a happy boy.
in their composition is
There's the
very
Fanny.
good.
There's the
Even
Fanny.
Against
But they
Kufra
even
and
against a
Khalid,
Kufra and an
the
Akai,
Fanny
bro.
still
When I saw the Kufra
comes
pick, I was like, they're
risky.
preemptively
it's
picking that in
much
case of
more
the
than just
Fanny.
Risky, right? Risky is an understatement. What the heck? Wolf, they picked up a Fanny to a big counter. It's an Akai and a Kufra. It shows that, sure, Supercan is confident, and they want to try to maybe experiment in game number 1, going for a big gamble in game 1 with that pick.
Yeah.
But can it work?
Whew, we'll see. Now the Cho ban makes a lot more sense because now you don't have a way to invade the jungle. That means that the Fanny will have a better time. This is still a massive, I would say, gamble because they don't have they might not have enough damage to go through Akai, Kufra, and Khalid with just the Fan in the
Let's
ear.
see.
You get what my meaning. Surely they have the Kadira, but if the Kadira is not able to eliminate one person, you don't have the -1 already. That's gonna be a very
Give them their intro, bro. Wolf, pass the mic.
That this lineup from RQ has.
Well, you saw the Garuda wings of MPL Indonesia flap. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1. Into the land of Dawn we go. Bigatron Alpha with a big gamble of a draft. RRQ, stable as ever.
All right.
Game 1.
Who do you guys got? Who's got the better
Strike
draft?
first in this best of 5? Kings of Kings or the
So,
Red
like,
Terminators?
Bigatron's draft definitely very
For it,
explosive
we're
here, right?
looking at it, it's
You
going
have
to
the
purify
Cho,
as
you have the
expected.
Kadita,
They
you have the
don't go
Fanny,
for Versing.
you have some
Now,
possibilities
as
in the
well,
early game. You have a
Supercan
nice
has
level,
decided to go
nice
for
level
a
4 spike for your
very,
mid
very
laners.
different route.
Definitely
I
some
expected a
possibilities.
pure- or not a
Um,
killing spree, just like yesterday.
The
and then
problem is with the
building
Fanny,
semi-tank.
definitely the
It's a lethal
Kufra, the
mission this time. That
Akai.
means he
There's
wants
things
to
that
go
they have to
damage.
deal with here. There's
So
things that they have to be
the
careful
needed
about
the
here.
Damage. Absolutely needed the damage. Apart from the Irithel, there will be
If
not
Bigatron
much
Alpha
they
can play around that,
source
I
of
think,
damage in the
especially
latter
if they
stages
can
of
get
the
like an early
But
kill
one thing
onto
that I can say is that their
Skylar,
split push is so good.
I think
Kureis as well as
Skylar
the
has
Fanny.
to be a focus here for Alpha. Like,
Right
that's a
here,
major win
seems like
condition.
both the
Um,
mid laners and
Super
the
Ken's
roamer
got to find a way
still
into
can
that.
damage. We just
Neutral
keep doing
objectives are going to be hard, especially with
what they
Versik
can
on this
here.
heavy spin. Like, it's going to be tough for
We're already seeing that again.
for
this
Super Ken to
matchup,
get
right?
in
The
there.
Claw's doing really good.
Oh.
with the flicker. Bouncing
Oh
Super
my
Ken
God.
gets taken down. Great first blood by the Kingdom's Falcon.
And already you see.
There's
we're
your problem.
feeling The weakness of this Fanny. Just one rotation and it's already done for Naomi. Very good. I guess understanding of what the Fanny wanted to go for. It was a big elimination on the side of RQ.
That bouncing ball, it really just nails you down to the ground,
Exactly.
especially after a Tower's Revenge flicker that even Super Ken didn't anticipate. And if this continues, by the way, the first turtle, you're still safe. You can still pick up your purple buff. But once the second turtle spawns, once Big or RQ have their ultimates, it's going to be really, really tough for Ken to even secure a purple buff.
Okay. no RQ, they can easily just run over the jungle. So they might miss the purple buff, but look at them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that Fanny was a good last pick,
So
man.
slowing down the
I think
Fanny
like
is
they were
also
so
as good
bent
as
on it
taking away the jungle,
that they
right? You
just
don't
like
have to
picked it up
fully
too fast and they
invade
didn't think about it.
against,
I don't know, like
BTR.
especially after the
If you
Kufro,
slow
like
down the
RQ
farm
knew
of
that's
the
what they were
Fanny,
gonna
that's
pick.
also good enough.
They were ready for
Now
it. They
comes down to
preemptively
how
picked the
Bigatron Alpha
Kufra,
will be able to
and then
cover
Bigatron
this
Alpha
Fanny, because
still
again, he
picked the
deals damage.
Fanny. Oh,
Bottom lane, blazing duet here from
how do you whiff
Yeah,
that,
as
bro?
well.
Can't
It's a
Super Ken
four-man
get back
gang.
in there,
Let's go,
bro?
Super Ken jumping in, Super
Get back
Ken
in
looking
there,
for
bro.
Super
There
Ken
you
right
go,
now, but
guys.
Super Ken still
There we
will
go.
grab the kill. It's 1-1 now. Great setup by the Red Robots.
RQ got a good shutdown onto Ken. Well, Bigatron Alpha, they got the spearhead of RRQ. That's Skylar.
And they even like took away one gold cannon minion, which is also very good. Like as a gold laner, you wouldn't want to miss even just one card. And the fact that they killed him before he's able to take down that gold lane minion, that means that BTR will have a little bit of an advantage in their gold lane. And by the way, Irithel can be quicker when it comes to activation compared to a Claude.
Exactly. Only needs the Hans Claws and Berserker's Fury to really take control of the game. And honestly, for the Irithel, the reason she's so good is because even if she goes even in lane, like you mentioned, Wolf, faster.
Who do you think will win M5,
faster
bro?
initiation time,
You're getting a little
basically, to get
ahead.
started, to get warmed up in the
We
game.
don't even know
That's
who
what
all
we're
is going to
seeing
be in
with
M5
Weeb
yet.
already. Bigatron Alpha taking these small
We still don't know.
wins,
Philippines,
but
we
Naomi-
still don't know.
Jumps in, bouncing ball.
Indonesia's
with the
teams.
Shunko. Will be able to escape out of that bouncing ball.
We
Good
still got
block
wild
here,
card
Berserk
teams to
airborne, but it seems
to
like
get
all the
in.
damage hasn't come through.
Whenever we have the full lineup
Dragon
and
canceled by the bouncing ball. Now Lemon jumps in as well.
Super
as
Ken
Skylar.
trying to come in,
Super
heavy
Ken,
spin
oh,
denies,
heavy
no
spin.
purple buff for
It
Ken.
seems like the damage will not come through. Sorizo
That's rough,
escapes.
bro.
No casualties, and the purple goes to the hands of RQ.
The Kingdom's already grouping up, man. 5 members is going at it straight into the purple ball. That's what we
Country-wise,
mentioned, second turn.
I don't know.
And the
Philippines
fact
are going to
that
be tough
RQ
to
was
beat in their own
faster
country,
on,
bro.
invading the purple, that also allowed them to have 2 lanes for Skylar to farm with. That's the strength of the Claude, right? You can go from the gold lane to the mid lane and farm 2 lanes at the same time. And Skylar now recovered.
Well played.
Good way of Dragon. Before Turtle, let's see though, RRQ, even a down a man, seems like they want to go on the offense. No, Bigatron, manpower enough, oh, good airborne, good purify as well by Lemon. Petrify though, will connect.
Oh, there we
That's
go.
Huge. Lemon
They have
falls,
other
and
they
that
have
is
other win
another
conditions
win
other than
for
Fanny
Bigatron
though.
Alpha.
I will say that.
Moreno, quite low in the backside stunned. The Tyrant Waits connects as Naomi collects
Oh!
the kill. Super Ken with the trade, but take a look at the bush now. It's Sorizo and Fursic.
Bigatron Alpha with the
An
lead.
oddly strange tempoed fight with also very strange tempo mechanics there. The delay by Moreno on that petrify to
Connie's
outsmart
play-by-play.
Lemon.
It all started with Diren just being so aggressive against BTR. Then RQ, you would imagine that they should just back down because you have to respect the Petrify combo from the Kadita in the early stages of the game, and they didn't. They lost more than they gained in that game. That
Look at the
clash.
setup, man. Heavy spin to escape. Gets it. Oh, find a man. Super
Oh.
locked in. Flickers out of the way, though.
Gets his
RRQ,
purple, though.
will
That's
they
good.
Find this kill. Seems like Super Key has enough resources to get out.
And there's your answer. Why the Cho? The Shunpu gives you so much value, especially up against an Akai who needs that CC to win. Moreno!
Oh my goodness, the burst damage comes through, but it will not be enough. Take a look at the
Oh!
resources that RRQ throws back.
Never
Super
underestimate
Moreno
Khalid's
taken
damage,
out.
bro.
The group versus the split.
Woo! It's going to be lockdown on Sorizo, but of course that's Uranus with the pure. Not even having to use the purify.
No.
He's okay. The split push coming out from BTR is actually very scary. So that is one thing that RQ needs to think about.
And that's a win, I would say, right? The little wins that they're getting, the fact that they got farm. Wait a minute.
Oh, overextension. Perhaps Sorizo now will be able to escape with the cover of Key Wave. Dragon connected.
Oh, Drian finds him.
Dyran finding a kill. Now Dyran
Drian
low.
flickers.
Good kill. It's a trade. Chibe finding one.
Zive finds him though.
Finds the
Fursic with the heavy
no
spin.
ball,
They're able to
though.
take him
Skylar
out.
finds his turret, but no. Super
Well
Ken
played by
will find the
BTR.
kill. And the turtle.
Wait, we mentioned that it was the Kingdom that was grouping up and Bigatron Alpha who are splitting. What did we see just then? It was a swap in styles.
You know,
Skylar though
RQ
taking towers on the bot
wanted to
side.
give a lot of farm to the Claude, which
But
is,
Alpha
you
gets
know,
the tower on the
very
top
nice
side.
decision on their part. The fact of the matter though is that BTR found an opening because Irithel was naturally farming top lane. They were able to get that. So actually very good and fluid decision from BTR to position their marksman top lane.
Wow. Well, for RRQ, they're starting to really understand that, you know what, it's time to get Skylar ahead.
Oh, a lot of damage.
Super
Oh,
Ken
good pick.
will happily find the cutthroat. Way of Dragon, the coordination man, but the DPS from Skylar is just too huge. He finds the shutdown.
It's a big bounty to be given to Skylar, a lethal Claude, one of the best, if not the best, in Indonesia.
Absolutely.
Oh, good airborne in the mid. Bigatron, they will focus down on the clear.
Yep.
7 minutes in here. It's 7-5. What an action-packed early game.
There was a time where you would automatically ban Claude against RQ, and it's actually the start of the season of FPL ID. It's always it's going to be the Claude band.
Oh, that's a lot of
real,
damage.
For sure.
Oh my
Dyren, he
goodness.
has it. Wow.
That's huge. 4th kill for the
Split
Khalid.
push.
And at 8 minutes, your Khalid needs to snowball. 4 kills at 8 minutes is actually pretty good.
It's
Good
doing the job,
returns.
right? The snowballing. It's the death ball for Dyren. We saw that if you give this man space, if you give this man resources, he can make that kind of crazy defense that we saw yesterday. Fairsick,
Oh, good dodge.
late.
Popped it way too late.
He was too slick with it as well.
Too ambitious, actually. Even if they pin him down, might not be enough for them to take it out. But that means that they will lose 1 orange buff, and Super Ken has recovered. It's level 12 compared to Fursick, who's only level 10 now.
That's odd. That's very odd, right? I mean, an assassin jungler doing better. Did Claude, did Skylar just steal that orange buff? He did. Well played by Skylar, taking it away from Super Ken, who needs to save his retry for this purple buff.
Another in-bay nail
Dyren,
though. Will
Dyren.
be kicked. Take a look at Dyren.
Dyren.
Let him cook. Will he find a kill? No. This time Super Ken and friends will find that kill. It's a 4v5. Will they commit to this? Lord Super Ken jumps in. Cutthroat connecting. It will deal not enough damage here. Good airborne. Good knockup as well. Ooh. It seems like no. Bigatron will just try to look for the delay.
That was a rough waves wasted by Lemon. I think he wanted to go.
Oh my god, Naomi. Let's see. Super Key jumps in, does not
Oh,
find it. Take a look at the blazing
Skylar.
Skylar, it's huge. Finding 1, looking for 2, but he jumps back to the BMI.
Oh!
What a response by Super Ken.
Clean.
Again, a delayed heavy spin that didn't
Oh!
work out.
Oh, Moreno, finding the burst.
Oh!
There you go. Finding, taking
Value.
down Fursick.
Value.
It will be traded back.
Value for
It's a
BTR.
2-for-2, a scrappy 2-for-2, but then again, Retry is on BTR.
The systematic Kings that relies on a front to back has been dismantled by the dynamic robots attacking from different angles at odd times.
Yeah, and there was a dynamic robot that actually stopped them. That's the Uranus going for... because this is some of fundamentals when it comes to going for the Lord Dance, he zoned out the members of RQ even when Super Ken was recalling out. And you would think that if you're RQ, you have the advantage just because of the fact that you poked the Fanny. But what the Uranus did was to be confident enough to zone out the members of RQ so that it will be Super Ken to be able to get out, then get back, then take a kill onto RRQ. Well done, coming out from Super Cerezo to secure the Lord Dance win.
Take a look at
for
items.
BTR.
But it feels like they've just
Jive
been
has a lead.
sacrificing the right members at
Super
every
Ken has a
single team,
2,000
right?
lead,
Moreno gets
2,500
picked up,
lead.
As a Kadita, as long as you are able to find someone with you, the other members of Bigatron Alpha have more powers independently. They can make plays.
Dyren finding
Dyren's-
the raging stats.
Ooh, Skylar comes in.
Oh, this is huge. Blazing the wet. Cerezo, no escape. My
Oh.
goodness.
Oh, Dyren.
Will go
Bro,
ahead
Dyren
and
is
jump and find the
holding the
kill.
weight of
Not a
RQ on his
window.
shoulders
It's a
right now, bro.
3v2. Sive targeted, has enough space to have
Super Kai, Super Kai, Super
more
Kai.
resource put out. Super Ken, what the heck? Earlier he was top side, now he's bot side. Naomi taking damage, Wave Dragon connecting onto a Trixic. Oh, Super Ken finding a kill, finding the double.
That's a big double for BTR. It's 12-9, but the gold lead says it's a completely different game. It's a dominant one, objectively, for BTR.
We have not seen any good heavy spin connections coming out from RQ. And it's not even just pinning down people, the timing of it is. RQ is very much incomplete. Whenever they try to go for the heavy spin play, they have to communicate this. Otherwise, they will not win against BTR.
No way.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, Super Ken.
Uh-oh.
2v1 situation.
Uh-oh.
Finding one.
Uh-oh.
Super Moreno
Uh-oh.
with the big off play.
When you have a formulaic gameplay, a template one, what the style? What first?
Oh!
Oh, heavy spin, finding Chive. And the Skylar!
Oh my god, the
finds a
damage.
Blazing direct. Chive taken out here. Naomi will secure the kill. But it seems like first take will be the trade here. The damage will come
They're going
through
for first
Moreno
take.
and Cerezo.
Can they get him?
It's
Uh-oh,
going
too deep, too deep, too
But
deep.
Naomi
Skylar!
now jumps back in.
Here comes the big
Super
boss.
Ken
Super
looking
Ken?
for Skylar. Cutthroat. There's not
Bro,
enough
Skylar
damage.
is single-handedly
Not enough
holding them
damage.
boys off,
Naomi.
bro.
Wow. I mean, Red Terminators again, they're just getting through the formula. They found the secret formula of RRQ.
Secret sauce,
and they're
bro.
splitting them up real good. It's kind of like the playstyle that they've been using against Onic.
Yeah.
The secret
Because
sauce.
RRQ needs to group up, and so far, whenever they are separated in 2 squads, RRQ fails to win their composition with their composition. Now, everybody from RRQ is like disconnected, actually. If you look at the past 5 minutes of the game, it kind of feels like they're not making the plays as a team. Skylar, however, is on point. The way that he did not go over the top when he went for BTR, did not go overheating because he knows that Super Ken will be there. And actually, Skylar and Naomi's connection is actually real good in this game. But they need to connect together as a team if they want to win this. So far, BTR is winning with their strengths. Split the map, win with Super Ken as well as Super Cerezo, and then take over RQ.
It's that combo, man, right? I mean, they need to get a big Titan's Revenge, a big Raging Sandstorm, something of the sort to give Skylar the right space to deal damage. The Irithal has a much
Oh,
easier
Skylar's
way
in
to deal
trouble.
damage here, and Skylar, oh, he burned a Purify. That's big, big information.
Oh,
Here,
first
isolated,
down.
Taken down. Chive will
GG's.
secure that kill. No retreat for RRQ. Moreno, they want more. Lemon now.
Oh.
Caught. Purify for
Jeez.
a feudal
GG's.
resource there. Another kill on the board for BTR. Lord secured. BTR full offense.
And it's another clean objective take. 2 Lords taken practically for free because they're able to look for these very cheeky initiations and pickoffs.
And this is where the Uranus really shines. You know,
The
vision is
robots.
there. And remember, this is Cho and Kadena.
Trying to
They want
overthrow
win
the kingdom.
themselves. But if there's already Uranus providing the vision, everything is easy for Super Moreno.
Oh, concealed.
Oh,
Again,
Sky!
montage.
Little too
Find
deep, little
one,
too
not
deep, little
enough
too
damage,
deep.
though. Naomi will secure that kill in the mid lane.
It looked good.
Exposed, but no.
Didn't feel good.
Still RRQ now defending. Tables by Super Ken looking for a cheeky kill. But now the Lord will be the main priority.
They can get out of there. They don't have to.
3 base turrets
They can
with
go.
the second Lord of the game. That's the first enhanced Lord. That's extreme value. That's triple value. BTR are playing dynamically, but also like robots, efficient as ever when necessary.
And even with a death on Super Key, that's just a roamer that they were able to eliminate. Maybe the only good thing is that the flicker was there, and Skylar didn't have the Purify during that engagement. Now he has it, and RRQ kind of survived for a few more minutes. But BTR definitely on the roll. This is also their timing. This weird interaction between like Fanny and the Uranus is that it's good in the split push, even in the latter portions of the game. Despite having a Claude on the opposite end, which is great in the late game, the late game of BTR is significantly
Naomi.
better.
He flickers out of the way. He has immortality, and he will lose his immortality. But the damage, Moreno
First
jumps
six
and
holding on to
finds
that
the
heavy
burst
spin way too
on
long.
towards Naomi. It's a 5v4. Good kill, but nothing really objectively on the board here. Bigotron Alpha, what a menace.
I mean, on top of that, I feel like the heavy spin was saved up for what exactly, right? I mean, could have definitely helped Naomi get out, I feel, with that heavy spin, and now Key is about to burn it. They've just been burning that real good with either chain CC or poke damage.
It's weird, right? Because when they don't need it, he uses it.
Exactly.
And now that they need it, they're not using it. I think the communication between the ultimate of a first stick is very bad from RRQ. You have to use this heavy spin correctly. That's literally why you draft the Akai.
Well, I mean, we kind of saw a glimpse of this just yesterday, Wolf, against Geek fam. Fersic will only use that heavy spin in neutral objective contest. We saw a very different Akai from Nile, who uses it to get killed. He doesn't care about those neutral objective battles. He will dive on behind the turret, go for a flank, and bring everyone back, sweeping them like a broom. Naomi.
Catching Key though, tickle his damage.
Whoa.
It is enough to lose his
Mortality.
mortality. Lord, though, is up. That's info. Super Key has no immortal. Now, top lane, it favors the side of the red Terminators here.
Yep.
So, let's see here, the contest, the
Yep.
objective contest.
It could be a split push from the Fanny. This time the Uranus can hold on to the Lord.
Top lane, take a
Oh,
look at Khalid, 2v1
Khalid's in
situation.
trouble.
Dyron looking for the heal. Grab it.
Oh, Dyron!
Dyron!
Oh, bro.
The best Khalid in Indonesia does it again. That's a 2v1 win. A misstep by Moreno and Ken.
See, in the mid
Oh.
lane, Sive. Oh, good target, Naomi.
way.
Not enough range, but the damage from Eritel will lose. Will
you go, there
find
you go,
the
there you
mark
go.
onto Dyron as the Way of Dragon has a cherry on top. Now, looking at the Lord. First Sick is in the vicinity. Retry battle. Will.
What?
Super Ken takes it.
Man. He finds it. Sneaky, cheeky.
Snakes it.
Does have a level
Lilo's
advantage,
Papa,
but
what's
the
up?
positioning is very, very
Welcome.
sneaky. Big props to Super Ken for nailing that one.
My guy.
Even after the
My dude.
heavy spin was used, the angle of which he came from
My
allowed him
gorilla.
to get the retribution win versus Fursic. And now this is bad news for RQ. They don't have immortality on Diren anymore. They don't have the flicker as well for this Khalid. Whereas for the entirety of BTR, they didn't even commit anything to that. Literally, just the retribution was what they needed. for
Can't
that
sleep, so I'm
steal.
here.
It's not just the
Welcome.
retribution that I have in my head right now. I'm thinking about the toll, the mental toll of that retry steal, right? Sure, this game might be over for RQ, but what happens next? Fursic has missed heavy spins, has missed retries.
They could end, they could end.
Oh, Super
Oh.
Key finding the montage.
They could end, they could end.
Dyron taking now the base, quite wide open here. Skylar looking, popping the blazing duet to clear the waves. Will it be enough? Key, low.
Down goes
taken out.
Fursic.
Take a look at the minions. It's there for Bigatron Alpha. Key, everyone focused down on the
Skylar.
base. And take a look at Skylar. But
That's it,
no,
jeez.
It will not be enough as the red robots, they strike first in this best of 5.
The Red Terminators, I was saying,
The robots are here.
performances from the Red Terminators have been a very rare sight to see. From
robots are
second
here.
leg, but now, are the Red Terminators really back? Is this the SPS form?
That loss against Onic might have wakened them up. Because this is definitely not the way BTR played in the
SPS.
final weeks of... this is not how they look like in the final weeks of FPL. Definitely not. In the second leg, definitely not the fourth. They have waken up after losing to Onic yesterday. And I say that because they were so on point. Super Ken is very confident. You can see the Uranus. You see Sorizo just playing the macro so well. And then, of course, the way that Moreno is playing in this game with the Kadida also on point. Precision is the key for BTR on why they won against RQ. Then you look at RQ. Very many mistakes for the team. As a team. I'm not talking about as a individually as
You
players.
can say it individually too. It's okay.
That's also true. That's also true because there are some miscalculations on their part. But as a team, it never looked like they made a play as 5.
Yeah, it was for the most part early on.
GG's.
We saw from them. They grouped up and they won through grouping up. But then, was it the split that split them up?
Look at
I
Vin.
feel like it was the key.
I'm gonna go get a
You
drink real
mentioned
quick. BRB,
key you're
BRB.
referring to is different because I'm talking about literally key. We are so used to seeing Bigatron Alpha play heroes, roamer heroes that are more initiator heavy. There are heroes that are more easy to utilize. Not a lot of Chos, except for Vin, right? Who played it and we completely forgot Key. Cho was his signature pick. If you guys don't remember, Season 7, the reason they were able to make it all the way to the Grand Finals, for the most part, was because of a Cho flex. They can flex it over to Matt, they can flex it over to Key, and it always worked together in either one of those positions, gold lane or roam.
He was the X factor in that game, and even earlier on, it was such a brawly type of playstyle from both teams, right? It was very action-packed first 5 minutes, fight, respawn, fight, and thankfully, or unfortunately for the side of BTR, it favored them somehow, and of course here, POTJ.
Yeah.
Super Ken.
Super duper agree with this one. He went for adaptive strike as well as the lethal ignition. So that he's able to output the damage. And the fact that he recovered after that 4-minute purple that was stolen away from him, what he did was to go to the opposite jungle. And funny enough, I mean, if you look at RQ, it was weird that at a certain point they did not take. They did not cover their jungle. It's true.
Spicy
Surely it's
question.
good to,
What, Geek and Onic
invade
for
the jungle of
M5?
the enemy, but them not also protecting.
I
their
said it
jungle
earlier.
allow
I
the
don't think
Super King
RQ's
to
going
not
this
only
time.
recover, but actually be faster
I think they're staying
than the
home.
Akai when it comes to farming. In fact, there was a time where he
think
was
they're
2
staying
levels
home this
ahead
time,
of
guys.
the Akai, despite decent early game for the Akai. Now that wonderful play, that steal that you saw was great. Okay, let's look at the 5-minute to 10-minute heat map for the junglers. And yeah, look, this is weird, right? Because Versik, after winning the first few minutes, should be the one like destroying the pattern for Super Ken. But Super Ken found a way.
I feel like it wasn't much because of just this individual matchup, but the team play, right? That's the
100%.
reason they picked up the Cho, the Uranus, independent and very fast clearing heroes in these lanes that ultimately helped with a poke, with the CC, overwhelming Versik. He has a built-in Purify, but it doesn't matter when there's 3 or more lockdown CC types of abilities you can use. Wait, the Dragon popped in, the delayed Petrify to kind of delay against Lemon. You saw that. Very rarely do you see Lemon make a macro mistake like that, right? In a lot of these situations as well.
I mean, which is funny. Which is funny. Why? Before the game, there's a data showing crowd control heavily favoring the side of RRQ.
Which is true.
This is
It's true.
It's a
It
Raging
is heavy
Sandstorm, it's an Akai, it's a
bouncing
Valentine.
ball.
Everyone has CC except for Skylar.
Exactly. But the way that the crowd control from the side of Bigatron, they extracted to its utmost potential.
And
Yeah.
even
they
after
really did.
even after we say that Lemon can theoretically play the Valentina well, this is actually the first time that we are going to see Lemon with the Valentina. And unfortunately, I would say that it is not the best Valentina performance that we know for sure. Like even the way that he copies the ultimate and just uses it defensively as the Kadita, not good.
It
So
is
this
just
the
game 1,
6-minute
that's
mark
true.
where
Shut down.
they unfortunately did not really press the issue against BTR.
Just
it's
game
Arashi.
1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, look at Super Ken. Super Ken's pathing is actually good. Like, look at his timing, going for the BMI instead of the hero itself.
Man.
A clean performance, and you can see that it was all just a bait as well. He got Skylar, and he instantly just walked out of there. And here, that trade, these little trades that we were seeing in the game that are always in favor of BTR.
It was Super Ken, like that was an Akai with more than 50% HP, and was able to take him down so easily. Watch out for Skylar. Good usage of the Claude actually, but it will not be enough because he does not have his teammates with him. Imagine if RQ just kept on grouping up with this Skylar, this Claude so fed, because he was able to push and he was able to get a lot, and then of course they steal that Lord with little to no effort actually. If you think about it, like what did they commit? Nothing, just retribution.
No, literally nothing. RQ spent more and got less, way less. They got nothing.
Yeah.
And even in this last fight, it was Skylar. Unfortunately, even yesterday, I had to mention it on the desk that it feels like RQ are kind of a one-man show. It all depends on Skylar. If Skylar's ahead, he will carry the game. If Skylar's behind, he'll also be the only one shining, and that's a problem. When you're getting targeted that hard, the rest of the team needs to step up. The rest of the team needs to open up a way for the carry, and we just didn't see that.
Yeah, we did not. And yeah, I mean, give credit to Skylar. He did his best. He tried his best. 5-2-3, the Blazing Duet. On point as well, but yeah.
Yeah, even when he's on the losing side, he's got more gold
Alright.
compared to Irithel.
Wow.
And we know that for sure, like the way that they are putting a lot of farm onto Skylar, but they weren't able to use it. I always say this, even if you have a stacked marksman, if you don't use him, I wouldn't mind a Claude with more depths, but being used all the time. This time, they were so concerned on keeping Skylar alive that they were not using their ultimates in its full usage. The heavy spin should be a good ultimate to force Chive to use the Purify. But you can see the Irithel had Purify in that last clash, in that push.
Blazer's Wrath can
That
come
is a
down.
rare
Kazin
moment. And
secures it though.
we say always
Lancey
say in
trying to get out of there.
in,
Will
the
fall
Philippines, I think we
Sanji.
have
There's
an
the
Irithel
last,
with
and
it.
Sandy Lord JM goes down as well. They get the turtle, but they
Oh
give
shit,
up
Echo
two.
lost the
Meanwhile,
game.
in the bottom lane, JP will survive.
From the looks of it, Minan actually got some good stuff as well from the bottom lane, forcing JP to go back and Benny Cutie as well.
Wow. Minana highest KD8.
Really?
47 Team KDA in S12. I mean, it's really crazy, but Echo, however, did win that team fight.
Yeah, Minana more like kill
Oh my
Nana.
goodness, Kaizen AR is getting all the minor objectives out of this game.
I mean, even though Echo won that team fight,
Yeah.
I would say still victory goes to Minana Evos because the lineup of Echo is meant to do that. Like
That's a
their-
very, yeah, that's true.
their composition can actually deal with Minana Evos, but you just let the Tigers run away with a free turtle. I mean, it's not free, but they got a turtle.
And Doming also secured that corrosion scythe so early.
Yep.
So that means that the Gold Lane's also having a fun time here, even if he's not joining the team fights.
And that's the
It's true. The way that
right,
BTR played
because,
against Onic,
right now, if you're Echo, you're really going to want to play around JP. You're really going to want to find these.
they
divine
could
judgments,
definitely
but
do
Minana
things.
Evos so
If
far has
Onic
done a
beats Geek,
fantastic
which
job
like again, there's a
at
high
being
chance
where they
Onic
need
beats
to be,
Geek.
right? In terms of the map.
I think the
space
real
and where they're
matchup
putting
that we're gonna be,
themselves. And also
like
the
I don't
fact
know,
that
like I said, I just
have the
like
defense
hot
kind of
take. I don't think
protecting
RQ is gonna
Domes.
make it. I think we're gonna be
That's
looking
great,
at
right? I mean, that's
Geek
exactly
BTR,
what they need to
one of
do
those two.
to take this to where then you put the game in Doming's hands later on, towards that late game, where you're just really banking on a full barrage doing the majority of the damage.
Just imagine, right? Like, Echo, if you don't find the Divine Judgment, you try to go all in
Yeah.
against Doming AR, but you're faced with Heavy Spin, Nether Realm, Time's Journey. Like, the only way for Echo to actually take down Doming is with a Divine Judgment. Unless Doming
Yeah.
messes up his position, but all throughout regular season, I mean, there were maybe 2 or 3 times I've seen Doming out of position, but it's hard because Doming has always been consistent with his position.
Lemon played a great Novaria the other day.
You get through these layers, right, of these sustains, and then you get reverse time back, and you get penalty zone back on the counter play, which is what
Oh, no, the flicker back.
And
Was able
Doming
to
didn't
flicker
die.
back.
So that's what we
Oh,
were
boy.
talking about. Lancey was there to help him out with the Nether Realm, so he's able to survive JP using that Divine Judgment. Meanwhile, rest of the team going to be fighting here for the second turtle of this game.
And battles that happening as well on the bottom side of the map means Minana's fighting on both fronts. Being answered immediately, I think we have to go bottom side on the camera here.
Oh, no, okay, so they get the turret, but both are going to go down here. Now let's focus on the turtle fight. Bot lane handle, there's the heavy spin going for it, and it's going to be Lord JM that secures the turtle for Manana.
Sorry, I'm playing a game on my phone.
Flicker out. From
While we're
that
waiting.
Razor's Wrap, Sanji now joining the fight. And the rest of Manana trying to get out of here. Sanford, Lord JM going for it. 1 versus 1, gonna flicker out. Sanford will live.
Flickers and resources being traded between both of these teams. I gotta say, the bottom side, I thought it might have been more Minana-sided, but JP, Benny Cutie rather, got ahead of that.
I would say that was a greedy play. Coming out from Minana, he was like, he wanted to get the golden turret when they were contesting turtle. On paper, that was the right call. But with information that they had, they should have just backed off because they've already secured the turtle, especially when they saw heroes rotating towards bottom lane. But still, they are winning the economy battle.
Oh no!
versus Echo. Doming AR is still scaling with his Ixia, and there still exists the problem of how you actually fight directly into Minana Evos. However, Echo
No,
has
I'm
a
not
chance
playing
of-
MLBB.
has a chance of changing the dynamics of the team fights, because now you have the slows coming out from Sanford and the Lilia. The Ice Queen 1 has already been picked up now for the export.
Again, the props of Echo is raw damage, right?
Ouch.
If that damage sinks
Ouch.
in, that time's journey could be negligible later on because of just how much boom potential you have.
Boom boom potential.
Boom!
Oh, there's the
Meaning
Divine
boom.
Judgment.
Flicker
They're
out.
already going to get the flicker around. Lord JM going to jump in with the penalty zone. Tanks quite a bit of that damage. Kazin trying to make his way with Spider Miles, but
GG's.
they're going to dodge this last insanity as
GG's.
well. Carl T's going
Oh,
to
they
use
don't
that
hit the
Razor's
spells.
Wrap. They're missing the spells here. Still going to be going. Carl T's going to
There
get
it
dragged back. There's the heavy spin
GG's.
from Kazin. They find
Jump
the
assemble.
goal. They
Have you
lock
guys
him
seen
down.
that?
Wasn't
He's
that
out.
exactly what I
Is
said?
it gonna be good?
You're gonna get reverse timed after you do everything, and then you go down.
It's hard for Echo to actually fight into Minana Evos. Like, again, this is the sad reality that they are living in. They have the Divine Judgment. They actually had the right call to go on to Lancey AR earlier on, but they don't have the burst damage. You don't have the Beatrix with the snipe, with the Bennett's Rage. You only have a carry.
That's
and
right.
He was not even there.
It's so hard to use that carry right now in these situations.
Okay, another turtle. That's 3 now in the hands of Minana.
Have you guys played the
Great
beta? The beta?
effort on these turtles, able to secure all 3 of them. That's what we talked about before we even started this series up. And right now, Minana's doing it. You know, they are giving it to a team that is used to pretty much dominating these early objectives.
But again, the main difference of game number 2 is that even if Minana EVOS continuously scales up, even though they are the better lineup, Echo has a lot of ways of taking the team fight away from Minana EVOS. They have the divine judgment. JP is a walking win condition, even in late game. Because in the late
Lemon's
game,
out, Clay's in.
it does not matter if you have a carry, because actually carry deals more damage than Beatrix in late.
Lemon's out, Clay's in. No, Banana's in.
It's Clay.
Oh, it's Banana Clay this time. Man, I thought I'd see the
Dyron
fruit
out.
basket. The lemon banana.
Banana lemon. Ah,
The switch out.
I like
fruit
that.
basket lineup. Very intimidating.
The switch
Yeah.
up.
They have a banana, they have a lemon. They're just missing a few oranges and apples.
Yeah. Man, okay, Clay. This changes the dynamic because the hero pool for Lemon is a totally different play. Now, when it was announced that it will be Demon play for RQ, it made sense to me just because of the fact that the metagame dictates that there should be like support kind of heroes or enchanters, which Lemon also flourishes in. Like you saw that from the regular season too. And when Clay is playing, now heroes like Valentina, like Farsa, Eve, and even like Lilia, you can expect those to come up much more compared to the other times. So BTR should be prepared for this composition. I don't think that they should change though. Do you think that this that they should be changing like very early?
I think it shows you that it's getting very desperate in the room. It's getting really tense as well.
Very well.
I mean, I think on paper it makes sense because the lineup that beat RRQ in both BTR, sorry, for RRQ in both legs of season 12 has been the Banana Clay, the Blay, the Kanana lineup.
Banana,
I don't know what you wanna call it.
Lemon,
Banana,
the whole fruit
Blay,
basket.
No, all right, but Blay or Kanana?
Wait,
you gotta
wait.
decide here, Wolf.
I need to
Play or
confirm.
Kanana?
Blay or
okay.
Kanana?
I like Nana.
I like Kanana too.
Yeah, sure.
Play just sounds like a.
I want to confirm.
Okay.
Did RRQ beat BTR with this BTR's lineup though, or was it with?
It wasn't. It was with Saken and it was with Vin.
So there you go.
Okay.
Different lineup entirely. Now a new prodigy from BTR Beta. You want to know a
G-Back.
fun fact?
Go.
Big Turn Alpha, if they lose 4-0 in scrims in the morning before the match, they will win the match. It's so weird. Their final match against EVOS, regular season, they lost 4-0 in scrims against Bigatron Beta. And first day against Rebellion, 4-0 against Bigatron Beta.
And was Chiva still with no, he's not.
Saken
All right, here we go. Drafting phase.
Wow, that's interesting because typically you want to win. You wanna play your regular season match or your playoff match off of a win from scrims so that you have momentum and confidence. But okay, it's an interesting nugget. Now, Aldo can still ban the backshot. I think that still is the recipe here going up against RRQ. But going up against a player like Clay, you might want to consider banning the Valentina. However, Angela being still open should also merit a ban for Aldo.
Still a very natural ban here, it seems like, right? Mirko, Wolf in the first phase, RRQ. They have the ban here to explore. Actually, what should they ban here for Bigatron Fanny ban after that first game performance?
I mean, it makes sense, right? It would really make sense to go for the Fanny ban, but then they'll be leaving the Diggy out. Then they'll be leaving... Oh, the Diggy is out. So Fanny and Diggy. I mean, Ferric can play the Fanny. We know that he can, but does he really want to risk playing that after a game as mentally taxing as the previous one? Missed heavy spins, missed retries.
Yeah, and it's not as easy for the coach to say like, hey, just hit your heavy spins, we're gonna be A-okay. Him losing that retribution is a big blow for sure in his mental. So he needs a hardcore reset here. Angela is open, but Valentina should be the priority. Angela Irithel all the way, I think, for Aldo.
Yeah,
there it is.
As usual, it's Wolf doing Wolf things. Knows exactly what BTR are gonna go for. Angela and the Irithel. What's next, Wolf? Let's give him the spotlight. What's next?
That's it. It's very difficult. Maybe you'll get the Digi now. Digi Akai for Zaya.
If that comes true, I'll be weirded out because Naomi doesn't like playing these heroes, right? And if you call it,
Yeah, for sure.
it means you're something else, Wolf.
Yeah.
You're walking on all fours.
I'm thinking Akai Claude or, Digi Akai.
What do you think about the joy here for RRQ? It's still open. Kanja has been banned out.
I wonder what's the regular season result.
The
for
fuck was
First Season
that?
Joy. It did not play.
No. The only assassins he played was the Lancelot and the Ling, once each. Now
Okay.
it's the Akai and the Franco, so 50%.
Alright.
Okay.
50%, right?
I'd
We're
take
back
it.
in, guys.
I'd take it.
Now for Bigatron, they want to go for the same kind
We're
of
back
matchup.
in.
They want to just go for overwhelming damage to beat that Akai. But this time they got to be careful.
I need
It's
to
not
reset my
an
brain there
ordinary
for a
Franco.
second.
Yeah,
This is the M4 Spotlight Franco.
exactly.
This is Naomi.
Naomi Franco. Do they have the benefit of getting the Cho right now, just so that they can kind of answer this this Franco? There's that option.
So
or maybe,
Angela mid.
yeah, or maybe get them. Oh, they get a Joy.
Yeah.
Even better.
The Cambodian special.
Yeah, they set the
Okay.
joy pick already from the Kanja ban, right? It seems like going up against the Franco, it does not matter, seems like. Wow.
Okay, it's a very nice answer. Now they can ban the Claude.
Joy Angela.
Actually, and just limit Skylar's hero. Brody
Yeah.
and Claude should be the bans here coming out from BTR. Did they ban? Okay.
Even though
Dyron's
they're
not
against
in.
Dyron.
Yeah, even though they're not
They
against
banned out
Dyron.
a pick that usually is connected to Dyron. Is the
Yep.
one that Dyron plays, not Banana. Banana's more of a macro, macro oriented. He plays just a
Benedetta.
Terizla. No, more so. Yeah, sure. Benedetta can work too. We saw that
Yeah,
with
I saw
Banana.
that.
The heroes that can move around the map
Okay.
and play make. That's it. Odds but gold. The Kingdom's Falcon, Naomi, is the only player who plays using his index finger. When other players play with their thumbs. You know, that plays like this.
Oh.
Plays
Wow.
with his index finger
That
on
is
the
very
skills, not the thumb. That's crazy. That's why he has
That's
a bird's
crazy.
eye view. That's why he's called the Kingdom's Falcon. And also, he was part of Falcon, and now he's part of the Kingdom, Gani.
I mean, very odd, but it worked. It worked, right? So let's see here, Bigatron. Looking at
Kingdom's
comments,
Falcon.
A Yuzong ban here makes sense,
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yuzong or Claude actually, like because it's just or maybe a carry or a Beatrix.
Whoa.
Because
A
you need the
carry.
combo with the Franco.
You're right, you're right.
Franco Valentina, sure, you have in the early stages, that's good. But you need some way to lock him down. Wait, I would expect them to actually pick up the Uranus because they banned the Khalid. Very interesting coming out from Aldo.
It is.
But it's true though.
They
Banana
pick up the
is a
Terizla here?
More macro intensive kind of guy. When it comes to play the EX lane, Uranus is an
What's their plan here?
extremely macro
Terizla pick?
oriented, XP laner hero.
And Cerezo is too, right? He
They
loves
get first
playing that.
pick.
Uranus loves playing these heroes that can just buy time, distract, and play the far lane. Kind of like Lar. For BTR now.
What if they're cheesing and it's an EXP lane Joy?
Deny the picks away from Banana. He hasn't been playing on stage for quite a while, so taking his comfort picks might be a good strategy. They
What
might
if they're
even
cheesing
deny
right now?
Yuzong right
EXP
now.
lane.
Yuzong or Terizla, because Yuzong allows you to have a lot of team fight, good combo with the Angela as well. Terizla gives you front lining, because so far the Joy, if it's going to be in the jungle, which I expect it to be the jungle Joy, you need a way to front line.
And there's a
the
Terizla.
Great enabler, the
Yep.
Terizla, right?
So- For
let's see.
RRQ,
They need
I think
gold
the
lane, they
carry
pick
is a
up
good
the
pick. Although the
Skylar
gold is
here.
good against Irithel, the carry,
Carry is possible
there
too.
is a window for you to take out the enemy when there's an Angela.
Okay. It is
So
going to
you-
be the trade.
Yep.
Yuzong and
Yuzong carry
Terizla.
should be.
Carry. Let's see here. Do they have enough?
no.
Skylar
Quad again.
will be given his power
Man.
hero.
They need
If
a
you
mid
go
laner.
Minotaur here for your BTR, it's perfect.
Okay.
Oh,
Wolf, shut up. Wolf. Yo, this guy's too good. What the heck?
Minotaur. Wait.
Yo, can we get a W Wolf in the chat? Oh my
W
goodness
Wolf.
gracious. You're lucky. You're lucky that we're not on the speakers here, because all the kingdom will be mad at you for predicting everything right. It's almost like he beat RRQ, right? It's almost like he is RRQ.
Are you?
Are you? Wolf?
are you?
Is Rex Regum Kia.
I know that guy.
I know that guy.
I know
That guy's me. Oh my God, That's insane, but there you go, folks. The Minotaur to counter in a dive composition for RRQ. For Rex, Reckham, Heon. Let's see if it can work out here. RRQ, that Yuzong is also in a lane that is a losing matchup against the Terizla. So Bigatron have kind of forced these winning matchups out of RRQ through what? Through the night picks and bans. It's time for the Garuda Wings of MPL Indonesia to fight once again, to bring us to the land of dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 2. Bigatron versus RRQ.
RRQ, they look to equalize in this game. Will they? Let's see. Will
All right, here we go.
make it 2-0, or will RRQ find a game?
2-0, Manana won.
Is,
They 2-0'd my
the
team?
joy of what you need
2-0'd
to think
the
about
Whales?
is that it's not
The
that
fucking
predictable you take
Orcas?
with the game now.
They took down the
If there is a window
pod.
that you're looking
They
for
beat
in
Echo.
RRQ, it's
Is that what
again
you're
in
telling me
early
right
game. They
now?
have Franco to set up the place to go for the
The
for the kills, for the early kills, and then in the mid game you will rely on to Skylar.
Well, for now, oh, it's
Oh!
Flicker hook connects.
Ow.
First blood
Ow.
goes to the side of RRQ. They move onwards. So Rizzo now will be okay.
That bird's eye view. I'm telling you, he has a bird's eye view. He has what we're seeing here. It's a very bright map for Naomi. And he's on that skin. Oh, if you're a Blacklist fan, you're probably getting PTSD for what he did to Blacklist in the group stage tiebreaker of M4. And again,
Another hook. This time the damage will not be enough to take any member down.
Yeah, Franco is just off meta now, right? But
Yeah.
come on, man, if you're this good, you understand why they pick it up. And they
I don't think
already,
Franco's
the
ever
thing
off
with the
meta,
Franco is
bro.
that you have to gain momentum,
Like he
right?
is, but
You
at the
keep-
same
keep on
time,
hitting the shots,
he's
you get
never
the
like
first
full
counter
meta.
or
Like he's
just
never
a
like
poke-in. It
like he
means
never
that you
goes
are
like a
on
whole season or
kind of
a
develop
super long
your,
time. But he's
grip. It's
like I just don't think it's
basketball, maybe,
ever
I
like
don't
a
know, football
bad
maybe
pick in the right
that
hands.
happens, like you're in a better
muscle memory.
muscle memory is good, basically.
Naomi chunks in the bush here. Super Key caught as well. Flicker.
He can
might
always be
used.
viable.
It seems like Super Key will not waste a spell. First Lick moving on towards the turtle. Take a look at the positioning here. Super Ken, very sneaky.
Big advantage
Very
here for
sneaky.
the side of RRQ with more level 4 targets. Clay has that hard guard.
Hard guard inside Banana. It seems like now Bigatron will be zoned out. Oh, good
Oh,
response.
Banana.
Taken down here shortly.
Banana.
Oh, it seems like he will fall in the hands of Terizla. Now taking a look at the turtle. Heavy spin on towards Super Ken. That's one's huge. The damage though will not be enough.
Oh.
It is going to be Super Ken taking the turtle.
He was normalized in the regular season. It seems in the playoffs, he's got that super back in him.
Oh my god, there's just a lot of super instead of BTR. You can see the Angela, straight of the Angela. This is a mid lane Angela, which scales better. Or in the early stages, it hurts a lot.
Wolf's
because of the
like,
input
yeah,
range.
I
And
voted
you saw
BTR.
how he's able to sustain his teammates. Then they get the turtle this time. Now the Joy with 2 assists, he's on a good place for sure for BTR.
Oh, man. I mean, I thought it was over there for Ken. Hey, 3 for 3 if you count it like gold-wise, right? You got the gold minion. It's all right, Naomi. 100% still. But
Sweep,
seems like
question
Ken,
mark?
Wow, aggressive plays.
Can't say that just yet.
Engage. Good minion Furry.
But they look good.
Again, Super Key used that just to disengage.
BTR looking good.
It's a slow game again. Whenever the neutral objective gets taken, but this is already very eerie. That's the word I'll use, Wolf, for RRQ. The fact that they have picked an Akai to secure neutral objectives, but they haven't secured neutral objectives.
It's a
Wow.
2-man gang. Good Purify, but the heavy spin will lock one member
Oh,
down.
Angela,
Now the
though.
guard Trying to sustain, but the suppression connects. Now
Oh.
the Minion again, but the Clay will find the kill.
Oh.
Super Key very low.
Oh.
Will be taken out. Good flicker by Moreno.
Wow. Short range flicker, but does the job. You can see the strength of the Purify, the Irithel as well as the Angela. Irithel survived for long enough. Still though, that is a massive pickup coming out from RQ, and big props to them. This is definitely a rotation that BTR did not expect, having 4 members of RQ at the gold lane at 4 minutes. Typically does not happen, but mission accomplished for the Kingdom.
It wasn't entirely like fully capitalized, I would say, by RRQ, right? Because Chive was able to survive for so long that he actually got the gold minions. They had the
That's
cannon
true. That's
as
true.
well. So he didn't really get denied of any minions, just a kill. Over. And it was also not a kill onto Skylar. So in this lane, it's still quite equal, I would say, with an assist that Shiva picked up earlier on. It's Clay who is quite ahead. And we know what Clay can do. He's that carry for RQ, the secondary carry that we want to see for the Kingdom.
Okay, you need the heavy spin now. You have to use this, but he will be up against the Minotaur. So this is actually good poke on the Minotaur. The fact that they should be forcing the ultimate early, then it should be. That should be good for RQ.
Here comes Super Ken.
Second neutral objective take. Now Super Ken jumps in. Banana trying to zone him out. Oh,
Drizzle.
The newt. Now take a
Nope,
look at
nope,
the
nope,
Fury.
nope.
It was
Come
huge,
on,
but it seems
come
like
on,
now the
come on,
casualty first
come on,
will be
come on.
Banana. He will
Come on,
be
there we
taken
go.
out. Super Ken, great kill. That's a turtle for a kill.
Is that worth it, Wolf? But wait, Shiva has
Shiva.
rotated over, and he is holding RQ back from taking this mid lane turret.
Worth it in a way that that RQ gets big
And
objectives,
Super
so
Ken's
a
on
lot of
top
ball in
side,
their
split
but
pushing.
Not worth it in the grand scheme
Super
of
Ken
things
does a
because
great job at that,
if
man.
you are looking at BTR and
Always
we were talking about
proactive.
how they should be winning the early stage for RQ. The fact that they're not getting a lot from the map is really bad for RQ because after committing all of those ultimates, now they cannot control their lanes.
Expect a chain, right? Instantly after a neutral objective take into some more with the lead that you get. That XP, the turtle shield buff as well, but you're right, they're not able to really transition that into anything. Audience prediction, still always the Kingdom, the best fans in the world maybe. The most passionate, presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A34, A54 5G. It's still heavily in favor of Rex Regum KO.
Very good stat here, very good early before we enter the mid stage of the game. Now it's a 3-4-4. Economy-wise, not too significant. But what do you expect? What can you expect, Wolf, entering mid?
Mid game, you should expect RQ to group up. They cannot even 4-1 now because they need Skylar's damage output. And I'm only saying this because of for just one hero. And I'm gonna keep on saying this. The Angela is an OP hero right now.
You know.
Man. And I even say that, you know, this Irrital Angela combo is, it's almost as if it's like, it's OP in a way that it's very easy to pull off. Hey, think about it, like,
tap the ult, pick a hero. Just pick a hero, man.
That's right.
Compared to Naomi, who needs to land a hook, needs to flicker forward, needs to do a lot of things, right?
Exactly.
Luckily, it's Naomi, so he kind of makes playing the Franco look like playing an Angela. On the other side, though, for BTR, I do want to talk a little bit about this level advantage coming into the next turtle. Naomi with Iron Hook.
Good hook. The damage, though, it will just poke Torizo down. Now, let's see, for 6 still in full control in that turtle. Play jumps in. Super Ken trying to zone out the penalty zone. But it seems like now Super Ken in the penalty zone.
Versick takes it.
The turtle. Clay now.
Clay's going to go down.
And it seems like the damage will come through by Moreno. Versick now caught, isolated. 4 man is on him. And it seems like the damage will be more than enough. Skylar now blazing the wet. No damage at all.
Super Rizzo gets it.
2 for 1. 2 kills for 1 turtle.
2 for 1.
Fair.
A turtle, Naomi. Oh, he gets key.
Good hook. This impression connects and key.
Wait a minute.
Though the damage will fall. Here, Naomi will be the trade in the mid. Looks like it's going to be a target.
BTR.
Super Ken with the
BTR, bro.
Good BMI though.
BTR. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
And find the kill here secured by Moreno.
Bro.
Again, off tempo, off angle. They're attacking at such weird, awkward timings that RQ don't know how to react to it.
And the way that RQ
I think this is
reacting
it,
to
boys.
react to one thing, overly reacting that one thing means that you will not have resources.
I think we're
for the
looking like a
next one.
sweep
And
here.
BTR, they paced it and layered it correctly. It's Super Ken first. Or maybe
I think we're looking like a
going to be
sweepy
Super Ken.
here.
The way that they are managing their
Sweepa.
ultimates means
Sweepa,
that RQ
sweepa.
cannot manage theirs. And RQ being off-tempo, being, you know, overly reacting to BTR means that their 5v5 composition is not gonna work.
Oh, we still have a stat. Wait.
Suppression with hard guard now. Take a look at the damage. Good penalty zone now. The lockdown, the pin on towards Torizo just to disengage. Take a look at Super K. Looking for an angle, looking for the Minu and Fury. Skylar now caught. No BMI. And the puppet train.
Oh, Super Ken goes down.
Minu and Fury. Super Ken falls. But
Skylar goes down.
Fair
trade, fair trade.
Looking for an angle. First take. Take a look at the damage of Shive. Guns him down. Super Key taking the kill.
3 for 1.
It's still 3 men taken down.
Amidst a chaotic team fight for Bigatron Alpha, what stood out to me was a blunder petrified by Banana as he got down Naomi.
Okay.
The hook, not the hunt. Good flicker from Sorizo.
Okay. We're seeing Naomi again. Oh, but then again, BTR, you have to commend their engage and disengage. Like their counter engage is good. Sorizo doesn't have the flicker this time.
This time, the hook and the hunt connect.
Okay.
Clay finds the Minion Fury as well. Chorizo, oh, take a look at the damage now. Super Moreno dealing it. Flickers out of the way from Clay.
Oh,
But the
nice hook.
Again, to pull Chorizo back. Furious dive, everything.
What the
and
heck?
the kitchen sink, but Chorizo, he somehow survives.
Oh my God.
They look to re-engage. First sig now. The next target as they claim the Lord. Heavy spin, defensive maneuver.
Bro.
Will fall.
BTR.
Megatron Alpha trading the kill.
RQ. We're forced in a fight that took that long. What can?
Oh, Naomi.
Oh.
Super Ken. What the heck was that?
BTR is
That's the red
picking them
robot.
apart,
That's
bro.
the super robot. Shibe dove on.
Well, let's see Skylar now
It's
with the
time.
as well.
A new era is here, guys.
Claim the structure in the mid. Still, Bigatron full offense.
5,000 gold lead, but it feels much more.
MPL
Super
Indonesia is
Ken again.
changing.
Goodness. Let's say Baser should be the target, but RRQ will have enough firepower here to clear the Lord without having to sacrifice the base turret.
Wolf,
Can they defend
what the
this?
heck is this?
Well, it's all just about the Angela. That's why you first picked the Angela. That's why I'm surprised that RQ did not pick that up, but now you can see infield some of the damage coming up from RQ. Late game, I would say that BTR can still match up against RQ. It's still going to be even. So what RQ needs to do now is to wait for that mark where both of their farms will not matter. And that usually happens at 23 minutes. What I'm trying to say here is that mid-game, it's all BTR. Late game, it's all BTR. But the ultra-late game, where everybody is just even up and stacked up, maybe that's a chance for RQ.
There's a chance, but if Bigatron continue this way, and if they are able to get those base turrets, that's another, oh, bloody hunt.
Good hunt, good damage, good rotation. Super Ken caught
Well
isolated
played.
without having to sacrifice that hard guard now. Sure, he used it, but Moreno didn't mount it, right? So he's still alive.
That's a brilliant shutdown, a big one at that, and RQ are instantly translating it over to turrets. What we said earlier in the first few turtles, oh, Naomi's a beast with this hook. Even though the team's losing, even though 50% so far, there you go.
10 to 4.
That's pretty high. That's very high.
Yep.
Usually we see it at 30%. Audi TZ.
Yep.
Yeah, so far only Audi TZ has pulled the Franco off in playoffs.
And that actually diminishes the lead for BTR to about 3,000. Shutdowns are always very important, and the fact that they can get out of their base, that's also good. So another, I guess the one of the, when we were talking about like the win conditions for RQ, that it should be the super late game, there are some parts of the game where RQ has the even spike versus BTR.
I like listening
And
to
that
them
will
talk.
happen when Versik eventually gets to level 15. That means that in the Lord dance, if he times the heavy spin correctly, and they also utilize their bloody hunt from Naomi, yes, they can win against Super Ken.
But now it gets really scary for Super Ken, I would say, because in the earlier portions of the game, Super Ken can dive in, have a hard guard, and then survive. Now, no longer. Claude has hit the power spike. Clay deals that damage, and that CC lockdown is enough. Wait a minute, Naomi.
Oh, Naomi.
Good
push.
setup. Let's see here. Spells all 10, all 8. Discounting
the
the
poke,
retribution
Super
is there. Super Ken though poke. Oh, take a look at this. Now on the other
Well,
side
up
of
on the
map,
top side,
team is
though.
petrified, but take a look at the damage with the Ducati. Vroom, vroom. They're looking for space.
With the Ducati, vroom, vroom.
HP on the Lord though. It seems like both teams just hovering around for information. Hook.
I woke up in there,
the
Moo
Super
got
Key.
it.
Onto with Super Key now. Oh, good.
Nose
Minion
Fury.
As Clay might be caught. Good flicker. So Rizzo, though, isolated the front side of the map. Now taken down shortly. Skylar claiming the kill.
Oh.
First hit, though, will be the trade.
BTR, though,
It's a
coming
2-for-1.
back. 2 for
Double
1.
kill. Fly sheet.
Make it
Real,
3.
real.
Make it 3.
Real. 3 for 1, Gani. On the Ducati. Chief is styling.
Oh, she is styling as well as BTR. I mean, Chorizo surely was isolated by Versik, but my oh my. During the heavy spin, BTR did not panic. Instead of trying to save Chorizo, they actually just gunned down the Akai. They did
on
not
going.
voice anything. They just took out the opposition.
Yeah.
And the Akai being the front lines, taking so much damage from Chive means that no matter what the result is, they will not have the Lord.
The result will be endangered pandas, and that's what's happening. Bigatron are literally just
And they
taking
break a
Berserk
tower
out of
before
the
Lord
map.
comes.
Hashtag
And they
Super
break a
Pandas,
tower
right?
before the Lord comes.
No, what color is your Ducati? That's what she was.
That's what Chief is saying as he
Oh
does
my
a
God.
wheelie. What color is your
Yow.
Ducati?
Oh.
RQ fans are definitely crying,
Bigatron
bro.
Alpha's red, just like their team colors. Gold distribution. Wolf, let's take a look at Chorizo and Banana.
Okay, so I would say this is fairly even. The 300 gold lead for Chorizo is not that big of a deal, especially with all of the turrets that BTR was able to get. But then again, the impact of Chorizo, you can see it. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Good hook. The hunt, though,
Okay.
will be saved. Skylar securing the kill. That's a 4-man offense. Super Key now loses his mortality. Ziva in the backside. Helped out by the hard guard here to survive. Now, will they re-engage? The answer is no. For RQ, though, they will lose another base here at top lane. But they will survive another day.
All right, how good is Naomi,
This
right?
Naomi is.
That Terizla hook, that defense, that was Naomi. That was the Kingdom's Falcon. He's getting another iron hook with his bird's eye view.
Unbelievable coming up from Naomi. And as long as Naomi is holding this Franco, there's always that win condition from RQ. And like I said,
There
like,
is,
if
it's
they
true.
Go ultra late,
All
the
it takes
odds
is
will
one
be
hook.
even. It's going to be just about gameplay in the end. And when we were talking about the Red 3 battle, we mentioned that the Bloody Hunt will be perfect to hold down Super Ken in combination with the heavy spin. That's a lot of tools for them to secure the Lord, right? But there's a counter. There's both the Minoan Fury as well as the Penalty Zone. Two knockups that can cancel the Bloody Hunt. So both teams actually are pretty even when it comes to the Lord Dance in the late game.
But this is where I see some sort of problem for Bigatron Alpha. It's the fact that the Claude is already at his power spike. Just as I say it, you see that damage onto Chorizo. This guy's supposed to be the tank. You saw it onto Minotaur. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because Minotaur is, you know, kind of a squishier.
Yeah, there's still definitely a lot of things to be
He
scared
gets one
of.
good
Like
moment, some
if
space.
Bigatron Alpha takes, like, it's still
Bigatron Alpha will be
whiffable.
melted down
It's still losable for
I
BTR.
got a question here, Wolf. In the late game, does favor and conceal differ, or does it favor one or the other?
Oh, good point. The thing is, you always wanted to go for the... Yeah, conceal play is always good. I think if I were just to choose, it's going to be concealed because you can do it like twice, almost in the last few minutes of the game. You can conceal to get into position, like what Geek did in the first against Dewa. Remember that when Baloyski had that big brain play? I was watching the cast.
BBB,
Yeah.
big brain play, big brain Beloy. Now it's Naomi, who's trying to make those big boy plays on the Iron Hook, on this Franco. Far lane pushed in. Wolf, Bigatron Alpha have a little bit more of an advantage here when it comes to waves, but yes, 50-50 on this Lord Dance. First has the heavy spin, but Bigatron Alpha have a lot of CC concealed.
Conceal play canceled immediately, though, by King. Other side of the map, clear.
Barely.
Very clean. Chive has the Purify, so if the hook lands, he still can escape. First pick now, getting poked. Oh, he jumps in. Take a look at the heavy spin, finding Till, but the damage from the Minotaur will come through. Super Can to the backside, locked in. Suppressed Clay, though, will be taken.
What's going on?
By Super.
What's going on?
Now, Skylar will secure the kill. Banana taking out the Lord. Will fall. No way.
Super Moreno! Moreno!
With the triple as well. What the heck is this guy on?
No jungle, no problem. We'll take the Panda on. Angela saves the Lord.
Jeez.
Now they're looking for the end.
GG's.
Skylar, Naomi, can they defend? Oh, Super Moreno with the flicker. Naomi flickers for defense. They cleared the hook though.
Oh my God.
Will make Super
Bro, just get on the
King
base.
taken out.
Guys.
Skylar now looking for the clear. Still
Guys.
gets it. Still finds it now at the bottom.
Guys,
Mini and
guys,
Will
you're
jump.
stressing me out.
They have no clear.
You guys are
She's way
stressing me
outside
out.
the base.
You're stressing me out. You're stressing me out.
Bigatron Alpha
Golly.
again has found the answer.
The talking Terminator, and now the taunting Terminator. Flickering forward, recalling, not just to win the game, but to send a message to the Kings. Now, RRQ are in a place they put Geek Fam in. Can they come back?
What are the odds that an Angela,
An Angela, Triple Lord, Triple Lord.
and by the way, Versick was alive all that moment.
Yeah, he
That was-
walked up.
He walked up, they have the angle, losing
But
to
he didn't
a
have
fan.
retry.
They didn't have the retry for sure. That's the thing, right? You have to hand it to the entirety of BTR. They zoned out Versick. You see, the moment that they were holding on to the Lord, and there's this always
Venue's
this,
so quiet, bro.
There's this fact.
Or is it another
one
reverse
one
sweep?
recipe of the Lord hands that you need to get is to hold and take the aggro of the Lord.
One more game.
And what happened was, you can see that they poked the Akai so that
Any
the
chance
Akai
I'm gonna
is forcing
shoutcast
the
an
heavy
M5?
spin. And boy, they did.
I don't know. Might be a
Super
chance
Kid
they
was
send a
actually
different
isolated
caster
for
this
some
time from
reason
NA.
afterwards.
He was isolated for
Very
a long
possible,
time.
guys.
He was
I don't know if
locked
they're
down.
going to be able to
He
send
lost his
2
workout,
this
he found the
time.
winner, so he bought
And
so much
if they only
loss.
send 1, then
For the
most
rest of
likely
the
they
team
go
to
for
melt
one of the
them
other
down,
NAs.
we're
Since
gonna
I won
know
last time.
Who's going to be player of the game here?
Yeah, so there's
I really
so
wonder.
much. But then again, if you look at how the Joy was played by Super Ken, he's very aggressive because that's what he needed to do. And this is saying something for Super Ken because he is a Joy. So with the presence of the Franco, that should not be the case. But I think that overall the biggest problem was, I think 100% was that the Angela. And I'm not saying this because of the way that Moreno played and the way that he stole that last Lord.
The way
But it's
they
mainly
flickered
because
forward.
exactly the way they flickered forward. No, it's not that. I think it's just the fact that the Angela was snatched by BTR after the Valentina first pick. That is weird enough for me, and it was not answered. They went in for the Claude, which is their, I would say the pick, their power pick, right?
Yeah,
Their
the
signature
power.
hero. Had it been that they pick up something like a carry, they could have stopped this Angela, but they chose the Claude. I understand why that was the case. Skylar played well, but then again, you're gonna see severe lack of damage from side of from RRQ.
Gotta agree with that, right? I mean, there's no real threat when you get an Iron Hook in the early stages, which carry can provide that burst damage and
Exactly.
meltdown to the single hero.
The DPS, the true damage
Burst
DPS.
in the
there.
early stages. Claude needs to get going, and we did see that, right? Towards the end, the Claude was basically a carry. It was dealing that much damage, but in these team fights in the later stage, it already did not matter anymore because of the zoning capabilities, the sustain as well, that even though it wasn't as prevalent in the early game, is enough. Is very adequate for that late game.
And again, it was just a...
Trex, why Eunice didn't come for NACT finals?
From the early mid towards
Trex,
the
Eunice was
last
at
game
Eunice didn't
was
cast, but
Moreno,
Eunice was at the finals.
centerpiece of it
She was
all,
there at the
providing
venue.
cover, but also grabbing the kills.
This guy, love him, right? A charismatic guy on cam as well. Trash talks, no problem, and he doesn't care about the haters. That's what we call a C. A Chad.
A Chad. So Chad Moreno. That's what we saw today.
I think
And
here's my take on that Valentina pick, right? Here's my take on RQ. I think they swapped out Lemon, they brought in Clay because they opted, all right, let's try to go a more aggressive route. And I'm wondering, like, how does Clay feel on? I'm wondering if that's why they've been playing Lemon more, because he's a bit more comfortable on some of the more supportier mid lanes, like Angela, Novari, just some of the more supportier guys, not the aggressive ones. And Clay, I think, is a bit more comfortable on the aggressives.
Do you need more damage?
So-
You don't need, because you already can supplement that.
And I
with
think
as the Joy.
BTR might have had that red, man. I think they're like, we'll leave the Angela open. They don't have Lemon anymore. We're going to leave the Angela open because we know that he's not going to pick it.
That's why I personally voted for your draft. The Angela played very comfortably.
When does M5 begin? Like December 2nd is when group stage starts.
Sometimes you can even go to the Terizla if you want to really like save.
That's what I'm saying. Lemon's been playing support mid.
That allowed them to be very comfortable in this game.
So
There are so many
once they
updates
swapped
where
him
they
out
did, like,
and they brought in
after
Clay,
like, going for
I
the
think
flicker,
BTR
like,
just
that
they're like,
flicker just to land
Clay's
the-
not gonna run
the
support
first
mid.
kill easily to get securing the kills. Very smart way of using this Angela.
And we'll definitely get to see a glimpse of those highlights here, as Moreno early on was already behind in the first turtle fight, right? He was picked up by Naomi up top, therefore being behind, but the hard guards were able to save them, even though again, right, Shive had to be picked off. He was always able to find a kill back.
Yo, what's the dealio?
Though again, right, Shive had to be picked off. He was always able to find a kill back
Angela,
just on him.
yeah, just being. And also, of course, the map pressure of the entirety of BTR is really good. After the one thing that I like about them is that when they know
That
they
play
can
right
just
there,
keep on hammering
this
against
team
RQ,
fight.
That messes up RQ's mentality because I think my overall judgment of RQ is RQ needs to gather their feet first before they're able to regain their momentum because they're really good at landing all of their spells. But if they do it individually, they don't look as good. They need to really time their ultimates better, and that's what you saw from the regular season. That's why they were top 2 because they were good at team fighting.
And here we saw that what they were good at in the regular season basically was just not here. A complete disconnect from everyone. Even Banana jumping back in, just a furious dive out, a few mechanical mistakes as well. And this is the moment that you were talking about, Wolf. Why was Ken so isolated? It's Naomi.
Yep, Naomi. That guy is super duper good. But the fact that they did not win this Lord, look at this. First, they didn't have the retribution. But then again, I don't know if he has the Season Hunter, which will not help him out. But I guess without the retribution, that should be the one that he's relying on. They got it. And after losing so many heroes in that Lord fight, you would understand that that's automatically BTR just securing the game. And man, I think that this game number 2, they have been outdrafted not because of their draft choices, but mainly because the heroes that they gave to BTR are so strong in the metagame. Trisla, best XP laner. Angela, best, roamer or enchanter at this point. Irithel, you saw the first 2 days of MPL Indonesia playoffs. It's all about the Irithel. They're even first picking Irithel now.
If you get Irithel, you won. That was the story of day number 1, and so far this game, it's been the story too. 2 Irithels for BTR and 2 Ws. What color is your Ducati, right? Because Big Turn Alpha, they were styling in their colors. Red.
I cannot agree with you more. I mean, the draft, I feel like hero power-wise, it accumulate the power that's favoring the side of the red robots, which then again, they did not disappoint RRQ. Now back to the drawing board here with again, they need to fight themselves mentally, physically as well, being down 0-2, or it's a sweep from the side of BTR.
So I'd say our assumptions were true, right? I mean, after game number 1, after such a beating that Panda took, how is he doing mentally? In game number 2, I think we really were able to see that tilt happen. But man, maybe we're going to see another set of interviews to get us through the break here. So ladies and gentlemen, let's throw it away to BCM, Budi Clara Mongstar, for an interview with an audience member.
Where is she? Wait, what?
RQ, karena hari ini, game ini, match ini akan menentukan tim yang mana yang akan go big or go home.
Betul, kesempatan lagi nih yang dimiliki oleh tim RRQ di game ketiga. Akan seperti apa persiapannya juga karena ini semuanya harus reset. Dari Bigetron Alpha yang udah punya poin pun mereka nggak bisa jumawa, Monica. Mereka harus tetap stay calm untuk bisa mungkin mendapatkan satu kemenangan lagi atau tim RRQ yang bisa bounce back.
Benar. Apakah nanti akan reverse sweep ataukah langsung akan di wrap up?
No.
Udah Clara, tentunya di sini super fan semua masih semangat.
Ada 2 player, yang satu mantan player Indonesia, yang satu belum player Indonesia. Dia masih memegang di Filipina. Ada Dlar dan juga Nats. Ada Dlar yang bergabung di sini, Nats dari RSGPH. Mereka akan langsung terhubung bersama dengan Indonesia. Halo Dlar, kangen Indonesia nggak Dlar?
Oh, masih jago Bude bahasa Indonesia. Dlar, masih bisa bahasa Indonesia?
Makanya datang.
I'm a little confused on what I'm supposed to do here.
Wow. samping Dlar ada Nats juga. Hi Nats, how are you?
This is the Nats holiday because it's a free day for RSGP8. He's still competing for MPL Philippines. Dia lagi bertanding tapi hari ini lagi libur jadi kita bisa ngobrol nih sama Nats juga.
Coba kita tanyain ya ke Nats, apakah ngikutin nih match-match di MPL Indonesia?
I don't know what they're
Nats,
saying.
do you watch the MPL Indonesia Season 12? How do you see the competition in MPL Indonesia?
I watch IPL Indonesia now. So unpredictable the game because every other team is so strong now. So it's unpredictable for me.
But what is the difference between MPL Philippines, the competitive in Philippines and in Indonesia now, Nats?
How do you say? Here in Philippines, can you repeat the question, please?
Can you tell the difference between MPL PH competitiveness and in Indonesia? Like maybe the meta or the player, or what can you tell us?
Okay. Here in Philippines, it's very competitive because every team in here is want to get upper bracket. Example, Brand and Blacklist, they really want to get upper bracket. So that's the competitiveness for me.
Wow, jadi kalau ditanyain tentang match di Indonesia katanya unpredictable, tidak bisa diprediksi, memang begitu kompetitif di Indonesia. Tapi juga kalau dibandingin dengan Filipina juga saat ini ada AP Brand, ada Blacklist yang sedang berjuang juga untuk ngedapetin upper bracket. Nah ngomongin upper bracket, Bude boleh dong kita tanyain juga nih, sepede apa sih untuk RSG sendiri kali ini untuk bisa di upper bracket dan secure tiket ke M5 juga.
Yes, Nat. How do you feel about the confidence from RSG PH to securing the upper bracket in MPL PH?
I'm very confident because our lineup is so strong and we just need to do is give our best in scrim we had and also learn from it and analyze the opponent that we're facing in the upcoming playoffs.
Dia pede
so that
banget.
we can win.
My eyes are giving up. I'm getting there too.
We hope the best
I'm
for
getting there too,
RSG.
Ritz.
Tapi Nats bilang dia pede banget karena line up yang sekarang dia merasa ini sangat kuat. Tinggal gimana caranya dia juga untuk mempelajari dari semua musuhnya dan belajar scrim dan tak pernah puas pastinya dari Nats sendiri. Begitu percaya diri.
Wow, dan begitu kompetitif di MPL
Kind of want
Indonesia
something to
dan
eat.
begitu
I
juga
think I
di
need to eat
MPL
something.
PH.
I'll be right back.
Kalau Dlar sendiri nih ya.
I'm gonna grab
Dlar,
food
kamu
during
melihat
these
dengan
interviews.
MPL Philippines dan juga MPL Indonesia sekarang. Gimana? Apakah sesuai dengan yang Dlar prediksi di MPL Indonesia akan jadi seperti ini, Dlar? Is this what like you predict in MPL Indonesia and MPL PH?
Kalau MPL Indonesia, menurut ko sih masuknya prediksi siapa yang juara gitu.
Ya, siapa tim-timnya yang lagi di playoff ini gitu.
Oo. Kalau MPL Indo, bedanya kayak kalau MPL Indo udah kelihatan siapa yang paling kuat gitu. Ya. Kalau MPL Indo sih masih Onic. Terus sekarang Geek nya lagi kuat. Ya. Kalau MPL Philippines, menurut ko unpredictable karena ada yang tim bisa kalahin yang satu. Example-nya kayak Minana, sekarang Minana menang lawan Eko kan. Terus ada ya itu aja.
Lebih tidak terprediksi kalau di Indonesia dia udah bisa sebut nama satu tim yang kuat banget memang dan ya terbukti tapi Dlar ada player-player yang mana sahabatmu. Mereka masih beradu di sini. Ngeliat Baloiski dan juga bahkan Marky bermain untuk bisa dibilang kayak membawa Geek Fam. Udah di top 3 nih Marky. Gimana kamu melihat Baloy dan juga Marky di Geek Fam?
Senang banget karena kemarin season kan mereka langsung pulang di playoffs kan. Ya.
Nah, Dlar.
This is the revenge moment lah.
Oh, revenge moment, balas dendam. But do you and after this, today, another match between your friends also, ada Beloyski, Marky, and also Kyrie. They will face each other. What do you think how the match will go?
Menurut ko depends on their performance, but for me, Geek can win against Onic.
Can win. So, satu slot M5 bisa didapetin Geek Fam untuk nanti, menurut Lar?
Ya, bisa sih.
Bisa. Berarti Geek Fam satunya lagi siapa dong, Dlar, buat ke M5 dari Indonesia, Dlar?
Menurutku masih Onic sih, karena saya mau lihat Onicnya di lower bracket. Soalnya gua udah bosen lihat Onic selalu di upper bracket.
Oke, itu
Gua
adalah
mau lihat gimana gameplaynya kalau di lower bracket.
itu kalau dari Dlar. By the way, Dlar, Indonesia miss you so much. Kita kangen Dlar di sini. Semoga kita bisa ketemu terus. Dan dari Nats, do you have any prediction for this match? RRQ is under pressure now. Do you have any prediction for this match and later on for upper bracket final?
I think now that for me BTR will win now, and later for me Onic because they're so strong. I think they can sweep Geek Fam.
Oh, jadi prediksinya nanti Onic katanya masih begitu kuat, kayaknya bisa menyingkirkan Geek Fam. And thank you very much Nats and Glar for joining us in MPL Indonesia Season 12 Playoff. Semoga tentunya di Nats bisa
Thank you.
perform dengan baik di MPL Philippines atau PA.
Karena kita nungguin selebrasinya Nats gak sih? Selebrasi yang begitu semangat,
betul. Kayaknya
begitu
kita
menggelegar.
Bisa tanyain Nats langsung ya.
Iya, nanti.
Oh ternyata udah terputus.
Nanti kita akan lihat ya kalau kita ketemu Nats. Namun, yes, tentu saja untuk hari ini masih ada yang berjuang, yaitu tim Bigeton Alpha dan juga tim RRQ. Akan seperti apa game ketiga atau game keempat atau game kelima? Mari kita langsung sambut saja lanjutan match dari match pembukaan kita hari ini.
Thank you so much, BCM and Moko. Woody Monster and Monica Canato.
Okay.
That's the nicknames we have here. Ulf,
Okay.
Uncle Ulf. We're back here on the desk with Uncle Ulf and Gianni and
Gianni.
Mirko. Don't forget Mirko here on the desk to bring you game 3 that could possibly be the first clean sweep. No, Bigatron did it too.
Yeah, against
Bigatron's
Rebellion.
second clean sweep if they're able to do it.
Let's see. All right, RRQ, big pressure. And again, they're a big franchise. It is going to be a game for them, literally.
It's a big game.
It's a big game. And if you understand what's on the line.
Hi, Tahira.
RQ,
I'm well.
It's them missing M5 or
Doing
M6
good.
for the first time.
Eating some
That
mac and
is gonna
cheese.
be massive. And this probably is the reason why they
Ramen does sound good though.
because we know that the success from RQ is the way that they're team fighting. But after losing 3 times in a row in the upper bracket, they have not still recovered. And you can see that. You can see that in their action. Their non-verbal cues are so evident. The way that they're team fighting today is totally not RQ.
Definitely. I mean, you can see that it's really getting to them, and the pressure, and obviously the loss yesterday. It already seems desperate for them. We don't usually see a last-minute call to change players. We saw that from Geek Fam yesterday, but it
Do any of you guys put?
in the upper brackets, in the lower brackets.
Am I alone in this? I know I have friends that do it, and I know plenty of people that do it. But do any of you guys know? Do any of you guys put ketchup in your mac and cheese?
Are they going to be using the same roster as they did in Game 2 or Game 1? Do they swap them in again, the Demon lineup, or will it be Kanana?
I think it's very tough to swap a player, but RRQ in this case, they swap 2, right? That just leaves a huge hole chemistry-wise, and it shows in the game that there were a lot of disconnections and a lot of disconnects and a lot of miscoordination among the 5 players, which is very
No ketchup in your mac and
very
cheese? Not like.
much, especially if
I
you're
don't
a
mean
Lions
like.
fan. Then again,
And I mean like cheap mac and cheese. Like if someone makes like a mac casserole, right? Like if you did like if you made like really, like if you made like homemade mac and cheese, that's different. You don't fuck with that. But like cheap box macaroni and cheese, you know, like some Kraft mac and cheese or something. Yeah, bro, you throw a little ketchup on there.
Do they just get the best players for each of their roles? For example, surely Banana played the entirety of the season. He played well. But we know for sure that Tyron is actually performing much better. So do they just get Tyron and Lemon, for example?
Or Tyron and Clay, maybe.
Or Tyron and Clay, maybe.
So
There's something like
stay
that.
away from the path.
Exactly.
Of the package deal. Tyron Lemon, Banana Clay. Make it Tyron Clay or Banana Lemon, perhaps.
Exactly.
The fruit basket, as Wolf calls it. But you know, you're right. The connection is so important with these players, and it's so important for you guys as well back at home, because you can't be watching this and then suddenly get buffers. Come on, guys. It's 2023. Get the best in the business. Telkomsel/Dunia Games gets you exactly that. Watch your favorite team play without any lag, without any buffers. All you need to do is go and visit the website, duniagames.co.id. Mirko, why? Why don't I use my provider?
Why?
Hey, with this provider, you can buy in-game purchases, okay? You can make in-game purchases, and you can get 3 gigabytes of free data quota every single time. Wolf is here for a few days, maybe even a week, and we already set him up with Telkomsel. We got him some diamonds as well, because we're stacking up that 3 gigabyte data quota.
That's right.
What skins have you bought?
Ask me what color is my Ducati.
What color is your Ducati?
It's red.
Red? Just
Yeah.
like Geek Fam and
Chive.
Bigatron Alpha.
Yeah.
Like Chive earlier.
Like Chive.
That's a clean bike.
It is.
Vroom, vroom.
You know who actually has ridden on that before? Ranger Amas.
Oh.
Yeah, he used to own a Ducati as well for a
man.
while. And then he sold it and he got in the he changed.
I mean,
Man, rich boy things.
Rich boy. That's why his name is Ranger Amas, bro. Amas is
Gold.
gold in Indonesia.
Okay.
dripping in gold.
You can see the fans in the building. CITV? Nope, it's BITV. Bigatron fans.
The BTR girls looking good.
Here, the Bigot Troopers. This guy. We always see this guy. The guy on the right, Wolf. This is
Your bestie.
the biggest Bigot Trooper. My bestie. Always here in MPL to support BTR and the Kingdom. This is why I call them the most passionate fans in Indonesia. Even when the team is down 2-0, they do not stop supporting their team.
You know, I can even say that after seeing them in M4, like this fan base, AITV, the fan base of RQ is even, you know, as good as the team, right? When it comes to like, if you want to have the full Indonesia MOBB experience, watch an RQ game.
Yes.
Because they're
Yes, it was good. The mac and cheese is tasty. I needed it.
That's your player, Gani.
It gave me the energy to get through this last game.
Let's see here. Draft-wise, perhaps any expectation, Wolf? Because I feel
Ooh,
like,
BTR girls versus Onic girls.
Well, Navario was
You mean versus RQ? I don't know. RQ girls normally look nice. The BTR girls, they're definitely showing up today, though.
I think Angela should still be the priority for BTR, which means that they themselves can ban the Irithel.
Something about the BTR girls' outfit looks clean. The jerseys on them, the white and red.
Okay.
Well, they go
The
for it,
collared
right?
shirts.
I mean, it is so far 100% win rate in this series. They don't want to risk giving it away. Before RRQ, it's already again an adaptive draft. They banned Matilda game 1. They left it open game 2. Now they decide to ban it away.
Works at a classy restaurant, still goes home to eat box mac and cheese.
No, RQ, just don't give the Angela. I think even despite not having Baksha and Irithel, it's not worth it. There is the Angela ban. So you either go Valentina here if you're BTR, or
I'm kind of hoping it ends here, guys, because I don't know if I'm going to make it all 5 games.
I think the Valentina, I was about to say, I think the Valentina would be not as good as the Paquito, because again, for Cerezo, 100% win rate. But this playoffs, Moreno has been a different beast entirely. So get a comfort hero on him. This is his signature pick. And for RQ though, this is also quite dangerous, because RQ will be able to get their signature pick on Banana, that Paquito.
yeah. Okay, so there are a lot of answers to this. Of course, the Terizla is still open, and Lilia as well. We know for sure that the Lilia is extremely good in the meta game right now. But of course, with the presence of the
All right.
priorities, should be a different.
Oh.
It's good from RQ.
No pack.
There you go.
Oh my God. They are taking a big risk here. Yes, the Edith is a good pick, the Rafaela as well, but leaving a Valentina already is dangerous. Now a Paquito on top of that, a signature pick for both Sorizo and Valentina. Remember what Sorizo was able to do against CW yesterday, against Onic. That game-winning play, bottom lane.
Bruno, good snatch coming out from BTR. They could not let that happen because it could be easily be taken by RQ. The combo is going to be complete. I wonder if BTR is considering getting the Faramis as their roam, even when it does not fit their lineup, because it is the only hero now that they can pick up against this.
Hoot hoot.
It's the Diggy.
Hoot hoot.
Oh my god.
Very
Understandable.
Very good
Very
response
good,
here, right? Again, Rafaela, Edith, and also they are trying to
I'm not watching the news right now.
anticipate an Akai pick here from the side of RRQ, which is very possible, though. Again, RRQ, will they go for the Akai?
And then there was what? They were talking about like the Day of Reckoning tomorrow.
Mid lane, Rafa is a
I have a couple of friends that aren't sending their kids to school tomorrow
Yeah, good flex
just
for
because they're
RRQ, but
worried that like,
it's
you know,
the
some
same issue that
extremists,
they're dealing with
even
with
though like
Fox
stuff's
right now
happening
that needs to
halfway
be
across
used
the
to win
world,
these games.
like
And
still
this
you never know what the hell's gonna
Persic already,
happen.
They banned the box at Frederick. What else? What are all the picks for Persic? It's usually Akai, Grok, sorry, or Martis. All of them also rely on CC, so they have to go for something like this, a Lancelot. And to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, back at home who are watching, we've only seen Persic play the Lancelot once in Season 12. It has to be a little bit of rust that he needs to, you know, shake off on top of the already lingering mental.
Trex
hits
talking
that he's
about
taken
brand
in the first
ambassadors
games.
is a meme-worthy
If,
image.
Zaya bans something like a Yuzhong or actually Yuzhong or Paquito in their next event.
Oh, you're talking about
as their choice of jumper.
by brand ambassadors? Do you mean
Of course,
the BTR girls?
going up against Super Ken.
And there's a Beatrix ban as well. Now they are really starting to nail Skylar down. They have actually been ignoring Skylar for the most part, right? Haven't been banning out their heroes, but they find that right now, it's the time.
Hopefully some people actually
Why is that?
submit memes, yo.
I think just to limit their
limit.
options, right?
Exactly.
You guys can win epic skins.
Perhaps the next potential ban from side of
That's all I'm
Beacon.
saying, bro.
Going up against Bruno here, I see potential in a Brody ban as well.
Yeah. Carry ban? Do they want to go for the carry? I don't think so.
You
Honestly,
can win
weird,
skins.
but I'm gonna say it should be eggshell because they don't have the BTR doesn't have the dive
Yeah, I like
just
that.
yet.
The eggshell makes complete sense here. You're right. It's still a pure front to back for Big Turn Alpha. They're just lacking their frontliners. And there's the Paquito.
As expected, yeah. I think that they, at least for RQ, they have a choice to get the Yuzhong as their EXP lane and then put this combo that they have, the Rafaela plus the Edith. Good ban.
You're such a nerd, Wolf. So good.
Of course.
Oh my god.
That's a good job coming out from BTR.
Good job coming out from you.
They were able to locate the Iksha ban. So let's see here. RQ, will they, again, use Dumping is a possibility and just show
I'll turn 'em up, my bad.
Flex, right? In their comp? Or
Maybe just get the marksman in this slot because they want to keep the Edith like kind of flex. So you still have the Claude for Skylar.
Yep.
And the Brody that we know that can at least match up against the Bruno in the laning stage. And if it, of course, the Claude is, I would say, more rewarding because you have the Rafaela anyways.
Oh wow.
Barca.
An unorthodox pick for Clay, but it is a signature that we have seen many times before. They're opting for comfort in a big pressure game.
Yeah, but what does this
That's
mean?
it.
EXP lane
Barca,
Edith?
But that will also mean that the Edith will be going XP, and the Rafaela will be the roamer. And that gives Bigatron so much information now. So much. They can dive in.
Yeah.
They can get a good matchup for the Edith as well.
Yuzhong or Lapu-Lapu perhaps. Terizla is still open. There's so much to go Uranus. So the problem with this Farsa is that even I understand why they pick it up though, because it's a Clay special. But at the same time, it does not stop BTR.
I think this
from
is
getting
G's.
There's so many ways to.
I think this is
pressure
G's for
I
RQ.
understand the idea. I think the Farsa is there to just try to
The red robots,
and the burst mainly.
the
burst
Terminators
to try to bait out the
are
time
trying to
shift,
wipe
right,
out
which
the
can work,
kingdom.
but you need to be ahead for that to happen. need to try to snowball. And
Yep.
with this kind of composition, I honestly feel like Bigatron are going to be the ones who are proactive in this map. RQ are a bit more reactive with their heroes.
Exactly.
They need a very, very big... But, oh, I don't
Carrier
like
clock.
it. The Rafaela's on Naomi. Completely forgot about
Carrier
that. That's not a style. The Brody is Skylar style. Oh, man. Naomi on a
Yeah,
healer.
RQ doesn't feel too good.
Me on a hill.
The draft looks a little off.
Man, I think that this is BTR got this. I think.
Wow. 3-0, is that what you're going to say? Perhaps?
The Farsa is just so off-putting. I would understand if it was the last pick because they would not have the choice. Imagine if they just pick up the Brody because we already saw that
Exactly,
coming.
exactly.
There was no one else. Brody was predicted to be their fourth pick. If they did that, at least they can now flex their Eden. And this could not be a Uranus. This could be a different story. Then they could have adjusted their fourth pick, their last pick.
Showing their cards too early, perhaps might cost them the game. And
We
it's
own
gonna be an
eggs.
expensive game as it is 2-0 in the best of 5.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, once again, match point for the Red Terminators as they look to terminate it. The Kings of Kings who are fighting on their last legs. Welcome to the Land of Dawn for game number 3. The last hope for RRQ lies on their comfort pick and an unorthodox.
Now move your cursor, bro. Move your cursor, bro. Don't tell me to move my cursor. I'm just joking. I moved it for you.
This, ladies and gentlemen, but again, Bigatron, they
That
have
sounded
a
good.
chance to sweep the Kings
The
of
Terminators
Kings. Let's
terminated.
see if the program of the artificial intelligence this time will be able to hack into the kingdom.
Anything interesting here, Wolf? I mean, looking at the emblems, it's an impure rage on that Diggy, so he'll have so much sustain here.
Yeah, that Diggy is gonna be a big problem for sure. So, anything other interesting is the focusing mark on Naomi.
Yeah.
Which is typically gonna be well. I guess he just likes that that emblem. He plays with the Franco, he plays it with his Rafaela. We can rely that he will be able to land his ultimate, right? Because that's just Naomi. If he can land the hooks, Holy Baptism should not be that difficult.
Okay, but there's a good trade
comes
going
Clay.
on. Clay.
Wings by wings.
Good flicker by
Very
Kai.
aggressive early, but it seems like Bigatron, they were aware of that play now. Super can realizes that Clay, no wings by wings with the retry, will find the heavy spin and finds first blood.
Wow.
Great back row play there by Supercan, but seems like now with the 3-man gang, Supercan will be the trade. Great response by RQ.
Would you say it was
Because he's
worth it, Wolf?
Ocho
Because again,
Gahaba.
we did just talk about the fact that the Farsa needs to snowball. If he gets shut down like that, is it worth it for BTR?
I don't think so because that's also like snowballing is also very important for the Akai, especially with the heavy spin usage. You can see the turtle fight, it might not be in their favor. Fortunately though for Super Ken, he might be able to get level 5 because he got a kill. Interestingly, he's still level 4. That is weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was also because he was down below the Lancelot, and that's why Super Ken will have a... Exactly, that's why it's weird now. Let's see.
Oh, Retribution battle. Clay, though, will find a kill onto his Retribution will fall to the hands of Super Ken in the bottom lane. It's actually Skylar. As well, and so
Oh.
and Super Ken.
Oh no, RQ.
In the mid.
The robots
not looking too
are
hot.
creating an earthquake, a disaster for the Kings as they try to siege down the kingdom already with the entirety of the gold shield. Down below, it's on a Bruno. Talking about snowball, you don't get as much snowball as a Bruno.
Oh, take a look at this. The damage comes through. Flicker even from Banana, but not enough range. Miscalculated. Wasted Flicker. Now,
and even steal.
Oh my god, pressuring Sversik in his own jungle.
Yep, they get to 5 stacks. They're confident. That's have to purify, so he will stay here.
It's time to go night-night, RQ.
Oh, wait!
And I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about me.
Kill under the turret.
No way.
Me and Ritz aren't the only ones that are going to sleep tonight.
And now he cannot defend the purple.
No.
The purple is even more important.
For Lancelot.
Yeah, he
Even
used
with
the
rage.
retry.
Oh,
good time,
Stack's
Journey.
gone.
Naomi, what great kind of defense coming up from Naomi. Had it not been for the entirety of RQ, that purple buff will be lost, and Versik would have been in a very disastrous place.
And look at the swamp already, guys. Look at the swamp very early on. Usually you expect it at 5 minutes after, you know, the gold minions don't come over. Moreno doing a lot of damage. This might be a kill.
Play terrified, has the flicker, will waste it. Now in the mid, it seems like Bigatron, they will chunk this gold shield turret, and Play has nothing.
Yo, Quirky, you watch basketball, right?
I don't think Skylar can do much about this as well. He can put the damage on Cerezo, but it just certainly is not. Wait, Skylar, you have no turret there.
The flank, 3v1,
Oh,
the
man.
setup,
Yes,
super
flicker.
Ken. Oh, good flicker, yeah, you're right. One spell will save his life.
That's also.
I might
heavy
need
spins.
you, bro.
Maybe RRQ are
I might have
brave
to pick
enough
your brain a little
kinda
bit.
Contest this.
But look at
And
the
then-
Bruno.
They want to contest this. Okay. They know that without the heavy spin, it will be an even battle.
I'm going to be
And with the fact
hosting
that they
this
have
event
Benefiers,
that's
right,
like
they
a
have the baptism.
3v3 thing.
Yeah, now they're feeling confident.
That delayed take again, right? I mean, look at the Bruno. They don't even care. Super Ken says, sure, let's contest it. It'll be a 50-50 here, but it'll be 100-0 for the turrets you have up top. They're still lingering up top, taking the orange buff away, and Super Ken is still looking for it.
I've been prepping. I've been prepping.
But first it will grab the turtle comfortably. Now though, Banana, they will not be committed. Top lane, still the duo of
It's
Diggy
next week,
and
yes.
Bruno with the help of Valentina here. Seems like we'll be able to siege. Great feather airstrike taken by Moreno to zone some members of our.
I'm not like the analysis guy anyways, man.
Now
I'm
we
just...
slowly but surely see a shift in the audience prediction. Super Ken.
You thought I... No, I don't want to place
The
bets,
purple buff,
bro.
though, will be taken. Now, with the heavy spin,
Unbelievable.
it seems like
I've been
Mercy
prepping.
Will not have the purple.
I've been
The quick
listening
damage.
to a
What?
lot of...
Sorizo
a lot of-
again with the kill. Now the mid
a lot of
structure
3v3 and then
falls,
casters
RRQ,
and commentators for
they're down
basketball
bad
and
to
stuff.
worse.
And
They're not just down bad, they're down terrible.
I'm more of
0-3
like the
and
hype
2
man host
for
anyways. I'm
their
not really like...
jungler. What's the win con here for RRQ, Wolf?
Oh, it's so difficult.
I just know that after they score a goal, I have to
would
go,
say that
hum
they have
diddly do.
Ultimates that could be good, but again, this is Diggy. So even when I say
Right,
that,
Quirky?
okay, maybe good.
That's what I have to
come
say
out.
after-
Holy
after someone
Baptism
scores
on
a
3 or
basket.
4 members of BTR, damage
After
coming
someone
from
gets a
Skylar,
point in.
That could be good, but you have crowd control immunity.
I'm doing an
coming up
IRL
with
event in
That
Vegas,
already
yeah,
is
next
the
week.
problem for RRQ.
I mean, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, RRQ, it seems like for the first time in Season 12, we just cannot see
Yeah.
where RRQ can really, you know, put on some pressure even. Shibe just walks up, pops that worldie.
Oh, let's see, good flicker. But Banana now isolated under the turret, and the damage will come through. Signed, sealed, and delivered. First Sick, though, will look for a play. Doesn't find it. Super Key taken down by the torn apart memory.
Brilliantly done. They're able to find one, but it is on to Key, who has died once, so less gold than
Oh,
anyone
yeah?
else here. And BTR have set up perfectly for the up-and-coming Turtle.
So difficult now for RRQ.
No, this will be
What
my
else
first.
could
This will be my
Let's
first
talk about RRQ. I mean, they really need to be
broadcasting
lucky this
event
time.
outside of Mobile
'Cause
Legends,
I say, I'm
pretty
a big
much.
fan of Zaya, right? I'm a very big fan. I think that he's one of the best drafters out there. But this game number 3 draft that they have, it's very, very uncharacteristic for them.
Okay, so Rezone 1v3. Feather Edge Strike, FTP popped. Torn apart memory, not enough damage. It takes Sorizo down now on the other side of the map. Spicatron looking for an angle. Seems like the opening wasn't enough.
Again, RRQ tried. RRQ tried to look for a tool, something that they can use in this game.
Yeah,
The
it's
Torn Apart
between
Memory has been efficient this
So
game. but
eStars
not
is
against
produce
Sorizo,
is
not
the
against
production team
Grace.
behind it.
Yeah.
The same eStars is the ones that does NACT and stuff.
Slow build for Bigatron Alpha,
And
but slow but steady.
it's
wins the
between
race.
it's like a
cannot
creator
handle
3v3.
anything,
So they're
whether
like
it be
a
fast
bunch
or
of big
slow. Piercing.
YouTubers. Some of them are big too. Like
Really
Jesser
not
has like
good
15
for
million
Rose.
subscribers on
But
YouTube.
again, the mid lane turret will be
Jeffrey
taken out.
Bui,
Randomizer,
Jeffrey Bui or
very
something has like
interesting.
7
3
million.
items for Bruno.
Couple COD streamers, so
Only
it's a
2 for gold.
3v3, best of
How
3.
about that, man?
2,000 gold.
10-minute
That's something that I do.
games.
Again, not too sure if it's happening to Skylar here, but something
Half
that I do
court,
when I tilt
all
on the
that,
party
you
is I
know.
just skill one, ult, every single wave, and
Pause.
get it.
Panic,
I
panic,
don't know
panic,
if you wanna be
pause.
doing that with your resources when it's not a wave that you want to clear like super
Yeah.
fast anyways.
That's right. And the thing is, they need farm on 3 heroes, in fact. They need farm
It also
Barca,
happens the same
they
weekend
need
of
farm the
TwitchCon,
Brody,
so
and at the same time the Lancelot.
I
So
might go
really
check
farm the
while
meta
I'm,
heroes on the side of
because
RRQ.
the event's
The
like,
fact that they
I think it
don't have
ends by like
any
4 or something like that,
contention in the
so
map. They don't
maybe
have
go
real
try to check
estate
out
to work
TwitchCon
with.
after.
That means that they will be scrambling for scraps. And I would repeat what I said in game number 2. The only way for RRQ to win this is if the game goes 23 minutes.
23. That's a very tall order, my
Yeah.
guy. It's what, 8 minutes now.
23 minutes.
You have
That's
to
right.
survive for
15
quite
minutes.
a while. Quite
Wait,
a
how
while.
high ground wise though, the composition of RRQ isn't looking too good
They
as
have
well.
the Farsa, so
They have
at
a
least.
okay wave clear.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, they have the Brody, sure, but the far
I mean,
side
with
here.
the Edith, that's pretty good wave clear actually. Edith, Farsa,
Primal
and
Wrath
Brody.
mode.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to use resources exactly, and
Yeah.
no one can. The Diggy is such a
The thing is a problem, right? Because
The big
imagine
problem.
it. Like even if all of the ultimates are thrown out, as BTR, I will just focus on the tower.
Yeah.
After,
The Bruno
after-
can just hit, and
Exactly.
even if he's forced to fight, right, he doesn't go for the turret. The Diggy time journey lets the Bruno, who's already snowballed this position. Let's take a look at the items behind me. It's a Husk. Bro, 8 minutes, he has a Malefic Roar.
3 items.
He already has the 3-item power spike in 8 minutes. Bruno, after the base damage
Pause
nerf,
meta.
that's what has haltered him from being that first pick prio. If you can get games like this, Bruno will always be first pick.
That's right.
Ridiculous. 3 items, 8 minutes.
I think that is why after this match, Diggy is an expensive hero.
Yeah. It's like this substitute. Like, so we're talking about enchanters, like supports. Angela, Matilda, then Rafaela,
Diggy.
then Diggy is now in that conversation. Maybe one of their far cousins should be the Faramis.
Lauren.
Yeah. Florin, of course. Wow. Okay. If there's a team that I would expect to pick up Florin, I think about BTR and Onic.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of topic though, where do you put Lolita?
Sadly, it's too slow.
Too slow. Is that the
so-
problem with Lolita? Is that
Yeah.
why? Even though, you know, great mechanics, especially with the bulwark,
Yeah.
Okay.
you haven't seen it? Just
Yeah.
mobility?
It's just it's not even the mobility. It's the way that he can get from one lane to another. It's too boring to watch. Like,
Underwhelming.
so it take a lot of time. Whereas even if you pick up the
Rapid boots.
Wilderness Blessing, it's not enough.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
look at
My
Rafael,
goal
for
is to
example.
try to be more on the funny side and like.
Not even on the
Zoom,
Ducati.
vroom,
Imagine if
vroom.
Rafaela gets the Ducati skin.
Yep.
Oh man, but here it is. Wolf, this is the tradition. When we get back into the game, our referee, our marshal, will do this pose right here. Go!
Boom.
Welcome back to game number 3. Let's take a look. It's 9 minutes in. That's a 3-item power spike for Shive on the Bruno.
Whew. 15 minutes to buy RRQ. Do they have enough resolve for this? I would say that among all of the teams
All right,
here
back in the game.
Indonesia, RRQ is always like thinking about ways for them to come back.
There's a
Straight out
certain
the-
aura around them.
Exactly. And they have heroes to kind of deal with the lanes. But I'm not entirely sure if they can get out of their base. Again, they have
Old and one
just
mixtape type
settle
vibes.
for
Hell yeah, bro.
scraps.
Uh-oh, reverse
Oh,
time.
no.
Good bait now. Banana forced to use the Primal Wrath. That's info. Play as well. Pop the premature FTP. Huge resource wasted, which allows Bigatron Alpha to claim the first Lord in the game.
That's L1 for BA. Lord 1 for Bigatron Alpha. 9 minutes in now, getting to that 10-minute mark, and BTR are just freezing the waves, suffocating RRQ, who are already desperate for farm, who are already going to kind of fall off with the Brody.
Oh my god.
They're even like freezing the lanes this
Yeah.
time. Look at them, like not clearing the mid lane.
Key, damage dealt, number 1. You thought it was the Bruno? No,
No.
it's Key.
With the
Wow.
time bombs.
Diggy bombs are crazy,
Very annoying.
especially with Impure Rage.
Keep spamming.
Yep.
Doesn't matter, your mana can keep on getting back in. It's a 3-way push, Gani. Are you ready for the siege? The kingdom is under siege, and it's a big robot that is knocking.
Let's
Oh!
see. Good heavy spin. First it caught in the mid lane turret. Taken
GG's.
out, not just yet. He escapes.
GG's,
Now,
come
the
on.
mid lane turret. It will be the target as Lord still stands. RRQ.
Lemon's
will
only
look to
24.
grab and stay composed. Good defense in the mid, and no
So many
base turret
bunnies.
touched just yet.
Great defense.
Oh. Seems like now. After that opening, I was surprised that no member from Rex Regium Kaon was taken down.
And the fact that they did not lose any inhibitor, the
Yep.
first Lord of the game, that's especially with the state that they're in, it's actually great defense. Excellent defense coming up from RQ.
Phenomenal, really, for RRQ. The fact that they were able to defend while we were, again, just criticizing that the Bigatron Alpha can, well, that the Diggy from Bigatron Alpha can just walk up, use that time journey, and get the team to dive. I think there was a slight miscommunication as well for BTR as to what they were going to do.
Bunnies!
Catch.
The bunnies!
Heavy spin again, not to cancel the FTP.
But to
this
get
is
the
zone
tower.
out, so Rizzo caught. Consecration as well. The torn apart memory will deal not enough damage.
Oh!
Take a look at the critical by Shiva. Great ball there to take him down.
They really cannot handle Shiva's balls right now.
Oh, that's very bad communication again from RQ. Like all of these all of the things that we're saying about RQ, they come in waves.
Bro, they have no
Sometimes they
answer.
look
There's
as if
there's
they're
literally
really
no
good, but
answer,
team
honestly.
fighting, most of the time they look like they're disconnected, and Banana being left there. Everybody else just went back. Very bad.
Oh no, he gets out of range.
What a terrify coming up from Super Moreno.
Good cover. You're right. Good cover. 12 minutes in, 8,000 goal lead still. Now let's see 10 more minutes according to the calculation of Mr. Wolf.
Well, 12 minutes in, there's 10 minutes to go, Wolf. Do you think they can survive the next 5 is my question. With a Lord, this time enhanced, coming in, and a base turret with the first Lord was already taken down.
I would say though that maybe having 3 inhibitor turrets might be a difficult task to defend, but having only 1 turret, that's also good.
Banana now taking damage.
Ouch.
Taken now, Shiva again.
Ouch.
Let's see. Torn apart memory. Good time journey as the FTP was spot as well. Now first stick looking for an angle. Spot. Oh, too early. But it seems like now he's gone now. Retribution battle as first stick taken now. Super
That's it.
Ken,
GG's.
Lean and
GG's.
Retri. 2-man down.
Endable, endable, endable.
2-man down.
Wolf, 10 minutes seems like 100 years
It's
for
100 years.
RRQ.
For sure, especially with that gamble coming up from Versik. To be honest, he might have
They
had
touched
better
that top
results if he
turret
just
like
pushed
once.
and cut the
There's a
waves.
little bit
But
in
now
the
they have
top
to
corner.
defend against the broad force of BTR with their ultimates cooling down.
BTR go at it first time, getting the base turret free up top and then saying, I'll be back. This time with an enhanced Lord in the mid lane. The Red Terminator is looking to seal the deal to terminate the Kings from Season 12.
Potentially the final push of the series. Let's see, RRQ for the first time ever. Will they not make it to the M series? Banana taken out, first take now, looking for a
There better be a dope final
It's
line.
a mess. Oh my goodness, base wide open.
That's it.
Bigatron
That's
Alpha.
it.
Over!
It is all over. Bigatron Alpha sweeps RRQ.
That's all you gave me,
The Terminators again.
Here we go.
Lower bracket buff. It happened in SBS. They were taken down, all the way down. It did
Aww.
not matter, for they came back stronger. And here it has happened again, terminating an all-timer in the World Series, but keeping one of the RRQ member in their den, in their team. Finn has a chance to be the only player in history to make it to all 5 World Championships.
The draft looked really dicey for RRQ. Their mental is not as strong. They're not coordinated. Unfortunately, they did not recover from what happened yesterday. And they have not won a game 6.
BTR.
Probably BTR though.
Brrrr.
Their draft was
Brr.
so good because of
Brr.
the cards they're using. It's almost the same all in the entirety of the series. Literally just shut down Versik, ban Basha, ban Fredrin, then adjust accordingly with their third ban. Game number 3 was the Eartho ban. Game number 1, they ban out the Angelo.
BTR to M5, yo? Question mark?
They have a plan here in this series, and they all completed those plans. And you would say though, there's a lot of like good standout performances from their team too. So it's not just about the draft. Super Ken was phenomenal in game number 1. Moreno was in game number 2, and all of them was so good in that game.
I really wonder who player of the match and player of the game is for this game. Because like you mentioned, Wolf, everyone played so well. You can see the sad faces of the RRQ fans in the building. And on the other side, the thrill of being a big trooper in this moment. Top 3 secured, one step closer to that M5 World Championship slot. We're gonna throw it over to Bude Clara Mongstar on stage with an interview with RRQ to send them off.
Dia perjalanan dari tim RRQ yang harus terhenti di titik ini.
Tentu saja langkah berhenti di titik ini, tapi kita memberikan apresiasi yang terbaik karena tim RRQ telah memberikan yang terbaik pada MPL Indonesia Season 12 kali ini. Dan tentunya kita akan mendengarkan kata-kata dari tim RRQ.
Sheesh.
Silakan.
Halo semua, RRQ Kingdom, terima kasih buat dukungan kalian.
Terima kasih.
Regular season, week 1 sampai week 8 hingga playoff hari ini.
Makasih.
Saya Bram, perwakilan dari manajemen ingin meminta maaf karena ya season ini belum bisa maksimal melaju ke M Series. Perjalanan kita harus terhenti di sini. Sekali lagi saya ucapkan mohon maaf dan terima kasih buat dukungannya selama ini.
Dukungan dari Kingdom masih terus bergulir dan juga semua super fans. Dan inilah dia momen terakhir untuk tim RRQ.
Yeah, so, I mean, Naomi's still a happy guy, bro. He's playing. He's on a salary, bro. He went from Myanmar, where like didn't even have an MPL.
Selama 8 minggu regular season ditambah sampai hari ini, tim RRQ benar-benar telah memberikan yang mereka miliki. Namun apa daya, itu semua tidak cukup karena kita melihat bahwa sang robot merah, Bigetron Alpha, mereka melanjut untuk babak selanjutnya.
Wow, tanpa memberikan kemenangan, poin kemenangan sama sekali, Bigetron Alpha berhasil memulangkan tim RRQ. Gimana rasanya memulangkan tim RRQ yang pada saat regular season berada di puncak klasemen, nomor 2 di klasemen, Moreno?
Rasanya ya seneng lah, kita masih ada nyawa, masih bisa berjuang buat bisa lolos ke M5.
Tapi vibes-nya hari ini kalem banget nih ya dari tim Bigetron.
Mode santai.
Mode santai. Biar apa nih? Ataukah itu memang strategi untuk melawan tim RRQ harus lebih santai? Atau apa yang kalian temukan mungkin dari match kemarin sama-sama?
What are they saying?
Kalian berjuang dari hari kemarin lalu hari ini.
Nggak usah buang-buang energi, capek. Ya.
Energinya disimpan?
Ya, jadi main santai aja.
Main santai.
Main santai tapi menang. Dan memang karena Bigetron dari hari pertama sampai hari ketiga ini belum pernah absen, main terus setiap hari. Ini bagaimana akhirnya juga ini nantinya akan berlanjut bertemu dengan final lower bracket ya, antara Onic dan juga Geek Fam. Kalian mau ketemunya siapa?
They're crying.
Langsung nih.
Siapa aja sih yang pantas menang? Kita ketemu yang kalah ya?
Ketemu yang kalah.
Oh ya udah yang kalah aja.
Ketemu yang kalah dulu ya, sorry Zo.
Ya, siapa aja nggak apa.
Siapa aja nggak apa-apa. Namun kalau dilihat kemarin kan kalian udah ngelawan Onic, tapi belum ngelawan Geek Fam. Dan gimana sih kalian melihat kedua tim ini mungkin di hari kemarin?
Kuat banget.
Kuat, semuanya kuat.
Iya, kuat banget mereka.
Kalian juga kuat, tapi kekuatan pasti ada sesuatu yang lebih menonjol dong.
Apa ya?
Siapa ataukah?
Ada sih, cuma sama-sama kuat gitu.
Sama-sama kuat, tapi kalau Geek Fam ini cukup menjadi kuda hitam ya, karena berhasil juga menurunkan RRQ ke lower bracket. Kalian jadi lebih waspada nggak sih dengan Geek Fam?
Ya, harus waspada.
Kemarin Geek Fam yang mengalahkan tim RRQ, kali ini kalian, apakah kalian
There's people dying,
pelajaran dari
and they're in here
hari
crying
kemarin
that
dari RRQ melawan tim Geek Fam? Ada sesuatu nggak yang kalian dapetin kemarin? Mungkin yang kalian
Kalau
implementasi?
pelajaran ya paling kita pelajari match kita lah yang kemarin kita kalah sama Onic kan. Kita juga dikit lagi bisa menang. Dan juga kita buat next matchnya kita bisa lebih percaya diri aja.
lebih percaya diri. Jadi lebih fokus kepada tim sendiri ya.
Basically they're saying berat,
Menarik,
berat,
dimana
berat,
kita
berat.
melihat Bigetron yang cukup berbeda dari tim saat regular season. Kalian kelihatan banget di babak playoff ini lebih kuat lagi, lebih ganas lagi. Bahkan performa kalian membuat ayangmu itu sampai kaget. Pada kaget semua, Bigetroopers pada kaget semua. Datang dari mana ini performa tim Bigetron di babak playoff?
Datang dari semua player dan semua coaching staff yang ada di belakang.
Oh, kerja sama seluruh tim dari Bigetron Alpha. Tapi Super Ken, gimana hari ini permainannya?
Senang.
Senang kenapa?
Soalnya menang.
Saya menang.
Don't get me wrong. Listen. If a player cries, I have complete respect for it. If a player's upset they didn't make it, or if like a family member of a player is crying that they lost because they're upset. But if you're just a RQ fan and you're crying because your team lost, come on, guys.
Gimana? Pasti kan ini stage playoff.
I understand being mad and stuff, like
Untuk Super Ken juga untuk CV.
Like, I understand.
Gimana kalian bisa santai?
being emotional. I was pissed when what's their call when we got knocked out of MSC group stage. I was
Udah
pissed.
perjalanan jauh CV di babak
But
playoff.
we're getting a little overboard.
Gimana rasanya itu? Gimana bisa santai juga kayak Super Ken?
Player, family, girlfriend, like stuff like that. It's acceptable.
Lawan Onic pun karena kesalahan kita juga. Jadi fokus aja.
Fokus.
Yes, mereka pede banget tentu saja dengan kemampuan dan mereka terus improve.
But like
dari
nobody's
game-nya ke
dying.
gamenya. Namun,
They
kalau
got
kita lihat dari match ini dengan
4th
3-0,
place.
tim Bigetron
They're all
Alpha
getting paid very well.
begitu mengganas, tapi ada satu player yang akan menjadi player of the match. Satu kuncian player di match kali ini. Bigetroopers. Siapa player of the match ya Bigetroopers?
Siapa? Kira-kira siapa ya? Karena di game pertama Super Ken menjadi MVP, di game kedua ada Moreno. Kita akan lihat player of the match-nya pada pertandingan kali ini adalah Jeng Jeng Super Ken. Ternyata mode santainya Super Ken Bude ini jadi kunci kemenangan, jadi player of the match juga.
Aduh, Retri Super Ken juga kayaknya yang menjadi highlight, menjadi player of the match. Bisa diceritain nggak gimana battlemu tadi di match kali ini?
That's what I'm guessing the ones crying are their girlfriends. I hope. That makes sense. If you know, that makes sense. I feel that.
Super Ken ngelemparnya langsung ke Shive ya.
I can respect that, you know.
Apa yang kamu lihat dari Shive tadi di match kali ini?
Even then, like, I don't know, for me, as a man, if I'm competing,
Jadi bagi tugas nih kayaknya.
it'd be like
Dan
if
berjalan
I got
mulus.
kicked out of NACT as a caster, right? Like,
Tapi semua rencana
I would not
atau planning
want
kalian, tentu sebelum
my
match,
girl to be
ada
crying
dong
about
planning,
it. I would want them to be
rencana,
more of
kalian
like,
mengucapkan
you
satu
know,
sama
like,
lain. Ada nggak sesuatu yang
be
kalian
the
ucapkan sebelum match
supporter.
kali ini? Dan apa sih mungkin yang strategi
try to be
yang
on
mungkin
the
kalian bisa tahu,
happy
"Oke, sekarang
side,
gini,"
right?
dan
Or
kalian
try to
lakuin
give
gitu.
hope
Oh, aku cuma ngomong
to the future.
buat laner aku gendong aku ya sampai M5.
Oh, sampai M5 Bude ya.
Tapi buat gold laner ya, Shive, kamu terbebani sama Ken nggak?
Enggak sih.
Enggak ya?
Enggak.
Percaya diri juga sih Ve ya. Bisa Oh, memang hari ini perjalanannya belum usai Bude.
I get it. Like, I hear you guys. I hear you guys.
Bracket final dan kalau memang Bigetron Alpha
They could say that I
ingin
sound
mendapatkan
dumb for
slot
not
ke
crying.
M5, mereka
That's
harus bisa
fair.
menang dan masuk ke grand
You're
final.
allowed to have your opinions, and I'm allowed to have mine. I just think that
Slot M5 itu jadi
sorry, did someone say kicked out of
beradu
NACT?
kembali. Moreno atau
Oh,
Geek,
God.
bagaimana untuk match esok hari? Apa yang kalian
Oof.
harapkan?
Like,
Dan apa
I
yang
hear
kalian
it, like-
nantikan untuk mungkin akan ada rematch atau mungkin ada lawan baru untuk kalian?
but also like,
Apa yang
I'm
kalian
not the
harapkan
type
untuk
of
match esok hari untuk
person
Bigetron?
to
Kalau Geek duelnya sama
to
Abe,
like
kalau
cry
Onic
over
duelnya
something
sama
like I'm the type of person that's more like, okay, what's the next move? What's the next play? We look forward. We don't dwell on the.
Duel mid laner dari Moreno. Siapa aja Moreno siap.
Ya siap.
Siap. Tapi kalau dari Ki untuk Big Troopers mungkin ada yang ingin kamu sampaikan juga Ki?
But I guess it makes sense. These are the same fans who like mass report Instagram accounts and get random people banned and stuff. So yeah, it makes sense, right? Like it totally makes sense.
Tapi kita masih bisa bertahan sampai di sini. Terima kasih semuanya.
Wah, perjalanan Bigetron Alpha belum selesai dari hari pertama sampai hari ketiga ini. Dan mari sama-sama Bigetroopers kita sambut. Ini dia Bigetron Alpha.
Sang pemenang dari match ini. Dan untuk kalian semua
Guys.
jangan kemana-mana. Karena setelah ini akan ada fun match dengan pria misterius atau dengan seseorang yang
I'm
misterius.
sorry, but like
Jadi stay tune terus.
not
Jangan
crying
kemana-mana,
or
tetap di
crying
RTL Arena dan ada meet and greet
showing
di
the amount
RTL
doesn't
Festival
differ
kepada
how
tim pemenang.
passionate you are about a game. Because I never cry over a team losing doesn't mean I'm any less passionate than the next person. That's what I think they're
at SPS. Lower brackets, clean sweeping everyone. Onic knocked them down. Bigetron knocked them out. We can see the
That's
same
what I guess.
pattern here,
It's
but
mostly their
it
girlfriends
may
who are
not be
all
the
sad
same
and stuff.
team that they will meet
And that
down
makes
below.
sense. That's
Onic
fair.
and Geek.
That's fair.
We saw that Bigetron were able to make it very close against Onic. I think Geek can do the same.
It is a new day, new set of stage, and again, one team will secure that slot for M5. But let's talk about the POTM here by Samsung Galaxy A34A545G. I agree.
Yep. But it's a guy having a, I would say, the
All right,
confidence
guys.
in the game number 3. That's how you should be playing that guy. Maybe the only questionable play that he did was the first ever usage of the heavy spin.
Yeah.
Still managed to take down Farsa. But if you think about it, that's quite scary because he might not have the heavy spin during the turtle fight. But
BTR.
the rest was all clean coming out from
Are they gonna go to M5?
After dying that moment, all of the usages of his
I think it's pretty.
was
I think it'll be pretty
the way
dope if they
that
go to
he is
M5.
actually
Someone said it too.
so that
They're the only
enemy
full Indo
from
team.
there will not be able to get any of the neutral objectives. And very importantly, the second Lord of the game, you saw that even when they were leading by what, 8,000 gold.
Indo needs a
he
full
did
Indo
not
team to like
just
show up
get
at
the
M
Lord of the
Series
Show
to kind of like
took down
shut the
He knows
mouths
that
of
there
all
will
the
be a way
people that
for,
are always like
his
import
opponent,
this, import
which
that.
was,
So I think
it was
it's
first he got the Lancelot.
it would be
to
healthy
able
for
to
them.
snag or steal that Lord. He
As
did
long
not
as they do
give it
good.
up the chance. Pop the heavy spin, punish the Lancelot, even get the kill onto the Lancelot with.
Well, everybody, that's going to be it for Trex. When is the next game scheduled? Bro, look at this cat's nose. Why does it look like that, bro? That poor little cat. I would keep that cat. Oh, it ate a bee. It got stung by a bee. I thought the cat was permanently like that. All right. Much love, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It was a lot of fun watching BTR make history happen. Thank you all. But I'm out. Yeah, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a few hours until the next series, which is nuts, bonkers. So I'm out. Deuces.